Yo, 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 yo. Pronounce it like the letter, don't say it at all. It's your boy S, and this is Barz Wrestling Media. We back. Make sure you like, share, subscribe to the channel. Hit the notification bell for more content. Coming up next, we going to talk about Tony Khan's interview with Vince Russo. We are also going to talk about ticket prices, WWE, Pat McAfee, and WrestleMania, and a bunch of other stuff. Y'all gonna wanna lock in right now. TikTok Live, Facebook Live, YouTube Live. We in there. Coming up next.
Back at the office early, levels are clean, arrangements locked. This is the one that's going to set the tone. Every section tells a story. That drop in the hook, hit it perfect. We built Escott Barz as a home for fearless music, and that means every detail matters.
Escott Barz LLC.
The home for fearless media.
S. Got Barz LLC.
Built this from the floor with a cord and a vision. Still independent, but it sound like a major decision. Keep the meter in the red, cause the heart's in the rhythm. They say the bars got wings, I just call it ambition. Mic check, we're live. Topic of the day, storytelling in the ring. Let's break it down and see why it matters.
Barz Wrestling Media.
Light it up, we take the ring, no fear in our eyes. Gold on my shoulder, fire in the sky. Hear the crowd get loud, we were born to rise. Bars in the zone, Doug keeps the pace. Otter with the plan, we control the space. This is greatness, nothing less. Turn the pressure to success. We're
Here's your host, Barz Wrestling Media.
We back. Make sure you like, share, subscribe to the channel. Hit the notification bell for more content. My bad, folks. You know how technology is. You know what I mean? Trying to run this. I got the big screen in front of me, then I got this small screen in front of me right here. So I'm doing two jobs at once. My apologies, but we in here now. We good to go. All right. What's good with you, panel? Let's get these likes up. Let's get these shares up. Let's get this whole thing flooded. And we going to start it off. What is going on, folks? Let's do a check-in real quick. Mr. Allen, how's everything going?
Everything's going good.
That's cool. That's cool. That's cool. That's cool. That's cool. Any big events coming up?
May 9th, we have a new show coming up called Pedals and Pile Drivers.
Okay.
Right now we have 5 matches announced. There may be, because of this TNA thing going on, we may have to do a little bit of changes because I'm not sure if we're going to be able to get Moose to come on or not. So working on that.
Yeah. We're gonna definitely discuss that because that is crazy. That is crazy. And I spoke to Dub about this whole situation too. And he brought up some interesting, something interesting that I really wasn't even thinking about. So I think that's going to be the first thing we're going to tackle as far as the topics of discussion for today. We're going to talk about that for sure. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. Marshall, what's going on, bro?
Just had my first wrestling match, officially. Wrestled an indie show out here in Boston, and botch went wrong and fractured my jaw a little bit, but I've been through worse. Landing on tacks definitely hurt too.
Oh, oh man, you did the tax thing first time in?
Yeah.
Oh wow, bro, you're a trooper, man. I wouldn't have did no tax.
Either that or
My
the
first,
Kennedy.
yeah.
It was against Matt Tremont. Unfortunately, it was
What?
against Matt Tremont. So I'm
You
not.
wrestled against
Yeah.
Matt. Oh man. Oh, yo, they threw you to the wolves early in the game against Matt Tremont. Yeah.
Yeah, you should see my back. It's all screwed up. I can't show you because TikTok will block your live.
Oh man, bro,
It's even worse, dude.
you,
It's even worse.
yo, bro, bruh, man, bruh, you're a trooper for that, bruh. I don't know whether to feel happy for you or feel bad. I'm happy for you because you wrestled against yo. I'm happy for you because you wrestled against, you know what I'm saying, indie legend and Matt Tremont. But then I feel bad for you because I'm like, damn, bro, like they threw you to the wolves. They like, damn, bro. That's tough, man. That's tough. But hey, man, listen. Before you know it, bro, you gonna be grizzled like a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? You gonna
Honestly,
be able to take
the
on
worst
anything.
part of that whole freaking match, the worst part of that whole match was taking the pile driver off the top. That was the worst part of the whole freaking match.
Holy, what? You did what?
Yeah.
Oh
It
my
was
god.
It was a gotch style pile driver off the top through a sheet of glass and chairs.
Hey, Mr. Allen, you hearing this? Oh, Mr. Allen, you there? Oh, he's not dead. Hey, man, listen, bruh. You are a daredevil for this. For that. You are a daredevil.
I didn't
bro.
want to disrespect a legend. I did not want to disrespect him and pussy out in front of him. He is honestly one of my childhood heroes. I grew up watching him versus Onita, so I had to take it, dude. I don't regret anything.
Man, listen.
Plus, it's fun being a heel.
Yeah,
It's more fun being the heel than the face.
Yeah.
I will say that.
Hey man, he got you out of there safe. You know what I'm saying? He protected you because you definitely could. It could have been worse. You know what I'm saying? But I guess they knew what they were doing. They put you in there with a legend like him. And he protected you, so you good, man. You know, but it couldn't have been me. I don't know if I would have did that. My first time in, and they threw me against Matt Tremont. And I'm taking a Gotch-style power driver through a plate of glass and a table. Nah, I don't know. I don't know if my wife would be too happy
it wasn't
with
a
that.
table. It was through 2 steel chairs.
Okay,
It was a Gotch-style pile driver with glass on top of the chairs. That
that's
was the
even
worst
worse.
part of the whole freaking match.
That's even worse because at least the table gives way. At least the table gives way. You know what I'm saying? Chairs don't got no give. They don't got no give, man.
I know.
Phew, boy.
You should have seen how hard Matt threw that chair at my head. He threw that chair like I owed him money.
Oh,
It
my
hurt
God.
so freaking bad, bro.
Damn, boy.
Ugh. But at least I have a good story to tell, so
Yeah,
there's that.
You know, well, you
Plus,
young
I got
man.
an Arby's gift card, so I don't really care.
Yeah, you're young, so you know me. I couldn't take it, man. Not my first day in. You throwing me to the wolves like that. Oh, you know what I mean. Have me
It
rethinking
could
my
have been
life
worse.
choices.
It could have been with Nick Gage.
Oh yeah, it could have
It could have been with Nick Gage, and I would have died. I could have unalived I could have been unalived, dude. Nick Gage is one of the craziest dudes I've ever heard of.
Yeah, I seen Nick Gage live a few years ago, and yeah, he does some crazy stuff. Yeah, so
Sorry to take up the whole show, but I just wanted to get that out of the way.
nah, man. Other than that, man, congrats, bro. Like I'm happy for you, man. I'm just like, you know, I'm glad you good. You know, cause safety wise, that's important. You good. You know what I mean? You gotta think about your life, bro. You gotta think about your kid, your girl, everything, bro. Cause, whoo, boy, man.
The worst part was my wife was actually there in the front row to see everything that happened.
Oh man, yeah. My wife wouldn't be able to take it. She wouldn't be able to
Dude,
take it. She already has anxiety issues as it is, and seeing something like that happen to me, yeah, she would have flipped out. She probably would have jumped over the guardrail herself and helped me. I keep telling, bro, we Nigerians is different, man. Yo, so she probably would have, if she would have jumped up, she'd have been in her accent, she would have jumped over. She would have been having that. Yo, and she would have been. She would have told the kids to stay right there. She would have jumped over the guardrail, man. My wife do got some screws
honestly,
loose, man.
I think the best part of the whole match was honestly Tremont actually did the one thing I never thought he would do for a new guy like me who's only been training for about 2 years.
Mm-hmm.
And he actually, after the match, you could see me covered in blood and everything. And Tremont walks over to my wife and whispers in her ear, "I'm sorry for what happened, but
Oh, okay.
a job is a job." She was in tears the entire time I was on the ground, just bleeding out. But
I believe
she's still
it.
with me.
I believe it. I believe it. I believe it. All right. Yeah, so all right, so while we I hear something real quick. I gotta go check on something real quick. I apologize. So all right, Marshall, you can start off the conversation real quick. Let me go over here and see what's going on. I want to start off the conversation with the whole Tony Khan interview with Jonathan Coachman and Tony Khan and Vince Russo and whatnot. So I know Chad didn't get a chance to talk. I know OTR didn't get a chance to talk. BJ didn't get a chance to talk. So you can start off the conversation. I'm going to put you up on the big screen real quick. Let me go see what's going on because I hear some chirping from my kids. So let me go find out what's going on. So I'm going to put you on the big screen real quick, and then I'll be right back. All right, so you can go ahead and lock in. I'll be right back. Give me 1 second.
Did anyone watch that interview? Because I didn't.
Join the club, neither did I. But
I saw it during my interview. I saw it during my lunch break at work.
Yeah, so if it involves Vince Russo, I have really no interest because I have like a few choice adjectives I could call him.
Yeah, I'm not the biggest fan of the guy either. However, the interview was good, but I do think a lot of their questions were asked in bad faith. I'll be honest. Just as a fan of.
I do got a question for you, Marshall. Though, yeah, as like, did you happen to make somebody upset to get all that treatment?
No. All I did was basically, I got a call from someone here in Boston, and they saw my clips, and I guess they wanted me to show up on a show. I said, okay. And then the next thing I know, I'm facing Matt Tremont. I'm like, what the fuck is happening? That was the last thing I had on my bucket list. The last thing, dude.
Because I mean, I've been in the business like 40 almost 43 years now, and I've did some pretty bad things to certain people, but usually they deserved it. I've never seen somebody brand new get that kind of treatment.
Honestly,
Yeah.
I have no friends in the business yet. I've only been training for almost 3 years now. So the fact that they just picked me and then threw me in the ring with Tremont, I was like, I'm honored, but also terrified.
I don't blame you.
Honestly,
Well,
like the match was good. It lasted maybe 25 minutes, but we kicked the shit out of each other.
well, hey, like I told you, man. Like I told you, they obviously see something in you, and they trusted you that you'll do all right with Matt Tremont. And by the sound of everything, it wasn't a bad idea for them to put you in the ring with him. So, as long as you came out walking, you good. You know.
Yeah,
So,
I walked away with a few scars and a broken jaw, but I'm good.
is your jaw actually broken, or is it just like sore or whatever?
It's a little dislocated, but nothing too serious.
Okay. All right.
It was probably because of that chair shot I took.
Yeah, possibly. But
Last time I took an unprotected chair shot.
sheesh, boy. Yeah. But just be careful. That's all there is. Just be careful. Yeah. All right, so
I can't promise anything.
yeah, I know you can't, but at least try. At least try. But yeah, let's get into it. So Tony Khan recently was on the Jonathan Coachman and Vince Russo show. I forgot the name. So did anybody watch
The
that
Coach and
interview?
Bro show.
Yeah, the Coach and Bro. Yeah. So did
I
anybody watch
did.
the interview? What you think?
I watched it.
I did.
I thought the interview was pretty good. I think that a lot of the questions were asked in bad faith, to be honest with you.
You think so?
And then the other thing was, I feel like a lot of the it wasn't a bad interview. It was just the fact that I feel like they were trying to get Tony to do something that in the and I hate to put it like this, like they had a very old school mindset, especially Vince Russo. I feel like that was the mindset he had, and the way he was trying to steer Tony into certain directions. I was like, that's a very old school direction of trying to tell him to cater to the casual fans when half of that audience, when more than 95% of that fan base in AEW is pretty loyal, like myself included. Like we love AEW, but we also love other promotions as well. But a lot of the things I think that Vince Russo was trying to say and do, I was like trying to say to him. I feel like a lot of that was some of the questions were okay, but it was just like some of them where I feel like we're just asking bad faith. What did you think, Barz?
All right, so here's my thing. I'm gonna give criticism on both sides. For one, I do feel like they were trying to stir the pot a lot during the interview. I even commented on their live when it was actually taking place. I actually commented. I did feel like they were stirring the pot a little bit. I feel like a lot of the questions they were trying to bait him to say something that he shouldn't say, and he didn't fall for it. So I commend him for that. But I also gotta criticize him just a teeny weeny bit, because I felt like they did ask him questions that he could answer, and he kind of danced around the questions a little bit. He didn't give the direct answer or the direct response to the question. It was always referring to one other wrestler and then lead into the question. And by the time he got to the question, you know what I'm saying, they were ready to go to the next one. So it was kind of like that with him the whole entire interview. There were some questions that he did answer. You know, he gave his best possible answer, like the whole EVP situation. He gave the best possible answer. I do still think that he could have gave a better answer than the best, but for him, that was the best possible answer. But if it was somebody like me, I would have just told them straight up, like, this is what it is. But I don't think he actually did that. You know what I'm saying? He kind of danced around it a little bit. You know, so that did annoy me a bit. I know after the interview with him, when he left, they were still on the live. So then they were talking about how Jonathan Coachman gave Vince Russo a written out itinerary of what he wanted Vince to say, because he didn't want Vince Russo to scare him off, which I don't think Tony Khan would have got scared off by any means, but he kind of wanted Vince Russo to stay to this constructed way of interviewing because of his interview experience. That's what he was trying to get Vince Russo to do, you know, and Vince Russo did that for the most part. You know, do they have an old school mentality? Yeah, but I do feel like some of the stuff that they were telling him was for him to, you know, for him to boost the company up and be better. I don't think anything that they said, except for a few things, might have been stirring the pot. But you know, for the most part, they did something that we do in counseling, and it's called motivational interviewing. Like, you know, you give props to a person, you compliment them on their accomplishments, in hopes that when they talk back to you, they give you know what I'm saying, you're basically boosting up their self-esteem in order to get something back. That's kind of what they did. You know what I'm saying? So like I didn't see too much I didn't sense really any type of malicious type of way that they were talking, which was surprising because I thought they were going to really try to get at him, but they didn't do that. And you know, and another thing, I like how Tony Khan stood his ground. Like he didn't get baited into nothing. They tried to bait him a lot, and he didn't get baited into much of anything. He stood his ground. He did what he's supposed to do as the owner of the promotion. He stood his ground. So other than that, I don't think it was a bad. It wasn't a bad interview. When they asked him about the whole Shane McMahon thing, I felt he could have gave more of a logical answer. He kind of danced around that too. I don't think those two would meet like that and not actually talk about doing something. You know what I'm saying? As far as linking up with one another. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't think they will do that. So I feel like there was a lot more going on with him and Shane McMahon than what he's perceiving. But nobody will ever know that unless you were inside that room. You know what I'm saying? So he didn't really give much to that, you know, but he definitely said that the whole Shane McMahon thing was real. So
Yeah, I mean it's the same thing with like I when they asked him the question about him coming at WWE a lot more, and like I was like, okay, that felt like the real gotcha moment. I was like, Vince, now you know how AEW rolls, and they're not gonna really do too much of that. I mean, MJF will like occasionally drop certain things, and he'll talk about certain things, but I don't really see them needing to do that. And the other thing is, I think that as a wrestling fan, I think that a lot of times we want things to be a certain way. We want alternatives, but we don't want. I think we want an alternative on our own terms, where like things are mentioned on TV and things of that nature. I'm like, well, AEW is the best when they're focused on themselves and not focusing on what's going on the other program. And that's what is best for them, in my personal opinion.
Yeah, I mean, you're right. You're right. What's best for them right now is to focus on their own programming. Um, when you saying focus on their own program, the part that you're talking about is when they was like, this probably is the best time for you to like, go after WWE. Do this, do that, and he didn't bite
Yeah,
into that.
that's exactly what I'm talking about.
Yeah, he didn't bite into that too much. He didn't bite into that. He didn't really go into that. Um my opinion with that is this. You know, if Tony Khan's promotion was the type of promotion where he was able to like manage his promotion and keep everything intact and focus on trying to take out WWE, I would say do it. You know what I mean? Because like right now would be the best time to do so because they're very vulnerable at the moment. But at the same time, like when Tony Khan was taking shots at WWE, the product was at its lowest. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't bad, but it wasn't as good as it is right now. You know what I mean? And I felt like that's
Yeah,
because he's
and
not he don't have the experience to micromanage both. It's either one or the other. And I think that's
correct.
what the problem is, you know. Um Anybody else got any
Yeah,
opinions? Go ahead. You got something else to say? Go ahead.
what I was gonna say was I think that a lot of that fan base on the coaching, bro. I think a lot of them have that Monday Night Wars mindset of like, oh, I want to see the one company take shots at the other, and everybody go back and forth and everything. And I think that it kind of screams that we're not confident in our own product in order to not have to take shots. And like the best way to take a shot is to have the best programming and to see, okay, I'm gonna put out my best form of wrestling, you put out your best form of wrestling, and let the fans actually pick who's better. That's what I always think of.
Yeah, I understand. I understand. I hear you. I hear you, like I said, man, my opinion is, is I don't think there's any problem with, being a little bit competitive, like, just like WWE does it, you know what I mean? And right after we get everybody else to talk about this topic, it's going to lead right into the next topic. So, Mr. Allen, what's your thoughts on this? You there?
Sorry about that.
Okay.
I'm working on my wife's car at the same time.
Okay.
I'll be honest. I didn't really watch the interview, and the reason why I think Vince Russo is a huge ass. He was really bad. It's still really bad for the business. So I try to ignore him as much as I can.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, so you didn't from did you see any highlights? Let me ask you that. Did you see any highlights from the interview?
No.
Okay. All right. All right. We'll move on to Marshall. Marshall, what was your thoughts on that?
Personally, I'm not the biggest fan of Vince Russo because of the way he talks crap about AEW.
Mhm.
But honestly, speaking as a talent, if Tony Khan is okay with going on a podcast with a dude that basically ran WCW into the frickin' mud. I'm gonna do my best not to curse as much today. Um, then sure, do what you want, Tony. It's your life, whatever. But my father taught me that if a wrestling promotion is going to talk crap about another wrestling promotion, I get it, it's competition and all that crap and yada, yada, yada. But I personally think throwing shots is a kindergarten move, pretty much. It's a little kid move. Like you're just throwing random jabs at another company for no reason. I get that you're trying to, make your company bigger than that one, and that's fine. But I think it's childish to do, fucking jabs back and forth. I think that's stupid, and I will stand on that.
Hey man, I
That's
don't
just me.
blame you. I don't blame you for your opinion. I get it. You know, and like I said, wrestling is competitive sport. You know, and you got two of the biggest promotions going head to head every single week. For ratings, viewership, all that type of stuff. So I get it. I understand. I understand totally. Chad, what's your what do you think about the interview between Tony Khan, Jonathan Coachman, and Vince Russo?
What do I think about it?
Yeah,
I
well,
uh
go ahead.
I think that Vince I think that mainly Vince Russo was trying to get Tony Khan to try to strike at WWE right now while WWE's at this low point. And I'm I don't think I don't think that's a good business move right now for Tony Khan, even though WWE is at this point. Like Tony Khan should just concentrate on his own company, like he is doing, and not worry about nothing else.
Yeah, I hear what you're saying. And not for nothing, documented. You know, a few videos a while back. I definitely said that he should stop focusing on WWE and focus on his own company. But I also said that if done at the right time and the right moment, it wouldn't be a bad thing for him to, at least, throw a couple of shots here and there. You know what I'm saying? Because they definitely throw shots at AEW all the time. As I spoke about earlier, before the live actually started, WWE monopolizes everything. 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 I was just telling you guys that I was designing a template for my podcast. And in the process of me designing that template, you know what I'm saying? The AI that I was using to design the template, that AI was trying to put WWE all over it. You know what I'm saying? I didn't ask the AI to do that, but the AI was doing that. So that's what I'm saying. Like WWE monopolizes everything. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I feel like throwing a shot or two, it wouldn't be such a bad thing now, but I also feel like he should focus on his company too. But we all seen what happened last time when he put so much emphasis into, throwing shots at WWE and what took place. You know what I'm saying? So I get it. I get it. But a lot of people commented on the interview and they ain't even like the interview like that. I seen a lot of comments about the interview. They saying they didn't like the interview. Mainly because Tony Khan didn't take the bait and answer the questions that they wanted him to answer. Or answer it the way they wanted him to answer it. He didn't bait. He didn't take the bait. So it is what it is. It is what it is, So if you haven't watched the interview, watch the interview with Tony Khan and Jonathan Coachman and Vince Russo, and comment your thoughts. When we drop this episode of Barz Wrestling Media, comment your thoughts. Let us know what you think. Moving along, and this goes right into the next topic. So, speaking of WWE, right? WWE, because it is WWE that's doing it, let's be for real, is keeping TNA stars from wrestling AEW stars in other promotions, or wrestling, doing anything that has AEW star in it. They're blocking them for doing it. They sent it down to TNA. They said, you can't work with these individual people. So, what do you guys think of that? Anybody could go first. Somebody tell me something. What's up?
Personally, I think the WWE, like, I get where they're coming from like a business standpoint. Like, they don't want their wrestlers wrestling with, an opposite promotion. But at the same time, like, WWE needs to get this through their heads that wrestlers are going to wrestle wherever the hell they want. Look at Matt Cardona after he was fired. He wrestled pretty much everywhere. Everywhere. And, like, you have to understand, before they were signed to WWE, to TNA, to AEW, they were independent contracted first. Born and raised on the indies. They were never born and raised in WWE. Now that they have NXT and Evolve and all that other stuff, yeah, sure, you can make them that. Nowadays, what WWE pulled with TNA, I find that to be complete bullshit. Because I was looking forward to Leon Slater versus Ricochet. That would have been a banger. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
That would have burned the fucking house down.
Yeah. That was crazy.
That hurt so much, seeing my boy Leon not being able to face Ricochet. Dude, we would have been able to get match of the freaking decade. Are you joking?
Yeah.
You took that away from us. All because your fragile little egos got hurt. Are you kidding me? I would expect Vince to pull that shit. I don't know who's pulling the strings behind the scenes at WWE.
Dub brought up a real good point. Dub brought up a real good point when we spoke about this earlier on the phone. So he said the reason why they didn't want the Leon Slater versus Ricochet match to happen is because they're mad at Ricochet. They're mad at Ricochet. And it makes sense because, Ricochet's been going in on WWE. He's been really, going in, full throttle on WWE. So it makes sense on why they will block that match from happening, But at the same time, that match would have been really good for business. Really, really good for business. Talk about something that would have got you views. Because if TNA's making money, you making money. If TNA's getting views, you getting views. You know what I mean? And this is why I say that WWE has more control over TNA than what people think. Now, mind you, for me, TNA is an awesome product. It's an awesome product. But when they started doing business with WWE, it kind of, you know what that type of tie-in is going to come with. WWE got to have control over everything. So you know what that comes with. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So it is what it is. But I definitely would have liked to see that. They blocked MJF too. They blocked his match with who was MJF going to wrestle again? He was supposed. Yeah, they blocked that match too. That match would have been a banger. They blocked that too. So, yeah. Anybody else want to chime in on this?
Yeah, as far as us, we use a lot of TNA wrestlers for our shows. It's we're kind of getting worried because I think it's WWE ego that's actually running the show and not TNA. Because I mean, we're not. We use ROH wrestlers. We've had a couple of the AEW wrestlers work for us, and I mean they all put on a hell of a show. But what was WWE's purpose of doing this shit except trying to get the little kick the little guy while they're down?
Yeah, exactly. I agree with you. I agree with you. They stopped some classics from happening. But you already know what you get when you sign on with the
and
E.
they've been. Yeah, and they've been that way for a long while. I think they, that this whole attitude thing with them started when they bought out WCW. They just got too big for their britches and just gotten worse over the years.
Yeah, I hear you. So moving along, right? Pat McAfee and this whole WrestleMania thing. What is y'all thoughts on that? Anybody can tap in and start and go first.
Bullshit, if you ask me. Because Pat doesn't need to be in the main event. He doesn't need... Dude, we haven't seen you in literally a year. Why the hell are you here? Other than you had TKO shoehorn you into coming back. Because, what? You couldn't get enough views on your freaking podcast or whatever, so you had to come over to WWE to get more views or to get more watchers? Pat, you're a retired punter for the NFL, okay? Nobody cares what you do at this point. Nobody cares. You've been retired for how long now? And you haven't been involved with anything. Your matches in NXT were good, sure, whatever. But in ring, and I can say this because I got the hell kicked out of me, you are basically the James Ellsworth of celebrities, if you ask me. You are basically that. That is the only way I can describe him.
Did you say James Ellsworth?
Straight up, bro. That's the only way I can describe him.
Wow, that's kind of harsh, isn't it? That's being polite. James Ellsworth,
Alberto Del Rio.
Well, at least Alberto Del Rio got some sort of pedigree behind his wrestling prestige. Even though I know he's not the best example at the moment, but at least he got something. You said James Ellsworth? Dang.
Yes, Pat McAfee has done nothing within WWE. Sure, he's put on a few banger matches here and there. But guess what? Other than that, he has not done anything to help lift the company. If anything, he's been a leech off the company, if you ask me. His commentary is not that great. I'll be real. His commentary on Raw during, what was it? When Raw first went to Netflix, right? Oh my God, shut up. Nobody cares, Pat. Nobody cares, dude. And honestly, he hasn't been entertaining since he left NXT. Since he started the feud with the Undisputed Era. I'm sorry if it seems like we're going on a rant. I cannot stand this angle. It pisses me off. You could have picked anybody else on the roster. Anybody else on the roster, dude. You have how many people down in NXT right now? A lot of people. You could have picked Miles Bourne. You could have picked Ricky Saints. You could have picked Ethan Page, Joe Hendry.
Well, I did mention
what's that
Miles
one dude's
Bourne.
name?
What dude?
Yeah. I would have been cool with Miles Bourne because Miles gets compared to Randy Orton so much to the point where it's like you could have made him like your kayfabe son. That would have been awesome. I would have loved that because Miles needs to do something outside of NXT. I think he's ready for main roster, but that's just me talking. Sorry. sorry if it seems like I'm going on a rant. It just really pisses me off that they brought in Pat McAfee for this fucking angle.
Yeah. Yeah, and apparently, there's more to come on what they're trying to do. My thing was when he said that McAfee's like the next action star, I was like, how? I was like, how? What does he do? Like, my thing is this. Make it make sense to me. Make it make sense. What significance is he going to add to the WrestleMania main event? That's my whole thing. What significance is he going to add? Is it going to be something that we all going to enjoy? Like, what is he doing? What is he putting in place for WrestleMania that it has to be him? And it couldn't have been somebody else. That's my whole thing. Chad, what's your thoughts on this?
Liking it. It don't make sense to me bringing in Pat McAfee. He's the wrong person. And then I read something on online saying that they're bringing somebody else in tomorrow night. So nobody knows who that's going to be, or if it's going to even be anybody good worth talking about.
Yeah, it could be anybody. It could be anybody, honestly. Honestly, it could be anybody. No one seems to know. It could be anybody. But on the brighter side of things, Powerhouse Hobbs is debuting tomorrow. Royce Keys is debuting tomorrow, so that's a good thing. So you get to look forward to that.
Looking forward to that.
Yeah, you get to look forward to it. So we'll see what happens.
He's probably just going to be in a feud with Kit Wilson, knowing how WWE books people.
Yeah.
True. Very true.
Yeah, that's pretty true. Like Kip Wilson's been getting a lot of reps. Kip Wilson is like the new Brooklyn Brawler right now. Like he's working matches and getting tossed all over the place. So that's what they're doing.
No, you know who he reminds me of? I don't know if you guys are going to remember this wrestler or not. Who remembers Adam Rose?
I remember Adam Rose.
God, I do.
I remember Adam Rose. Have you seen him recently? He's
Kit
jacked
Wilson
now.
is pretty much the Adam Rose of this generation.
I could say that.
I've said it.
Yeah, I could say that. Yeah, I believe that. He is an Adam Rose. But have you seen Adam Rose recently? Adam Rose is jacked now. He definitely ain't Adam Rose no more. He's more like Adam Bomb.
He's scary, dude. He's
more like,
honestly fucking scary, bro.
Yeah, he's more like Adam Bomb now. Cause dude, I don't know what dude was eating protein for like the last 5-6 years, and he just gotten big and jacked up. So like he ain't looking like Adam Rose no more. He's looking more like Adam Bomb.
Or is he retired now?
Huh? What'd you say?
Is he still wrestling or is he retired?
Well, I haven't seen him in the ring in a very long time, but I do know, like, when I seen him in how he gained all that muscle or whatever, it was in a wrestling match. I didn't even recognize it was him until I looked at his face, and I was like, yo, he looks familiar. And then they mentioned who he was before, and then I was like, what? I was like, this ain't the same guy. And then I looked it up. They was like, yeah, they had other pictures online. So he just gained weight. Yep. So he's a pretty jacked dude now, for sure. Yeah.
Because if we really think about it, like Adam Rose got over because of his theme song. Mm-hmm. Kit Wilson is also getting over because of his theme song and because of his character.
Mm-hmm.
Adam didn't really have that. Let's be honest. Adam didn't really have that much character to him. He was basically the party dude with the "Don't be a lemon." Which, by the way, what the hell is that? To this day, I still can't find the freaking definition of what is a lemon.
Well, I mean, I mean, I would think his lemon is like something like broken, like not really good. Like people refer to lemon cars, old cars that can't work properly as lemons. So they might have been saying it in reference to something like that. Don't be a lemon. So you never know. You never know. It could have been something like that. Yeah. Yeah. So WWE is trying to sign Mike Santana. That's what the rumor is right now. Mike Santana could possibly go to WWE. His contract is up in the summer. What y'all think of that? Mike Santana and WWE.
I would say if they do sign him and don't put him in the main roster right away, they're wasting a great talent.
Yeah, I don't think he should
Yeah,
spend
because
much time
Mike
in
Santana,
NXT.
I've been watching him for years.
Yeah, yeah. I don't think he should.
I mean, I've been watching him for years, and if they put him in NXT, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say I don't feel like he should. He should go to NXT. I feel like he should go up to the main roster. But I do understand if they put him in NXT, I do get why. But I don't think he should go to NXT. But I do get why if they do put him in NXT first. Yeah.
Yeah.
What about
Let's
you,
be honest. They're going to put him in NXT if they do decide to sign him. If they do decide to sign Mike Santana, I think he needs to go right to the main roster. Put him on Raw. Put him on SmackDown. We need more main event talent on Monday Night Raw than we do on SmackDown, let's be honest. Because you have main event talent over on SmackDown. You have Jacob Fatu. You have Drew McIntyre. You have all those other guys. Raw is the same people every freaking week, dude. It's every week. It's the same people. It's Finn Balor. It's CM Punk. Who else? Roman, Jay. Those type of guys. We don't need it. We need more main event talent on Raw. I am tired of eating the same fruit every day. That's pretty much what it is. Only in different shapes. That's what you people are doing. And it pisses me off. But personally, I think Mike should stay with TNA, since that's basically where he got his big break, was with TNA. So if he chooses to stay, good for him. If he chooses to go to WWE, put him right to the main roster, keep him on NXT for maybe a few months, and then have him go to the main roster. Don't water him down like you've done with every other TNA talent. That's just me, though.
Nah, I agree with you. Don't water him down, but listen, we all know he's capable of. When they're signing folks, they definitely are going to water him down. He's going to be a shell of what he should be. They're going to water him down, definitely. Once he signed that contract, it's a wrap after that. They're definitely gonna water him down. I don't see him being the same person in WWE. And I hate to say it, I don't see him being the same person. That's just my opinion.
Yeah, I would say because when he worked with AEW, he started off great, but AEW just blew it with his character.
Yeah.
And I feel WWE is going to be doing the same thing.
Yeah, I agree. I think that could possibly happen. But I also feel that because of his ability that he could succeed and flourish in a WWE type of atmosphere depending on who's doing the booking. I definitely think he could flourish, but only time will tell. Only time I tell. Let's see what they do as far as signing him, if it'll even happen. Light skin, what's good, bro?
Yeah, but with the
What's going on, Barz?
Yeah, what's going on? What's going on? What's going on?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. I can hear you loud and clear. Yeah. So the
I mean, I just got home about maybe. Am I on a delay right now with y'all?
Nah, I can hear you. I can hear it. It might be delaying a little bit on your side, but I can hear you though. I can hear you. Is it delaying?
All right. It is delaying because the second I start talking, and all of a sudden it just I don't know what happened, but I might back out and come back. Give me a couple seconds.
Okay. All right. No problem. Yeah. So I mean like I said, man, I could see WWE doing right by Mike Santana, especially with the promo that he cut I think it was last year he cut that promo on NXT and it was pretty good. So I think he could do something well on WWE television. You know, being he gets under the right he gets under the right type of character change. I think he could do something pretty good, you know, but at the same time too, you know, WWE have their ways, so they might have a different plan for him, you know, if he does sign with the E, you know. But I want to get Light Skin's opinion on this. Did you watch the Vince Russo and Jonathan Coachman interview with Tony Khan?
I caught bits and pieces of it.
Okay. What did you catch and what was your thoughts?
I mean, Tony pretty much conducted himself like how he's been in prior interviews of, I want to say, the last year and a half, 2 years, you know, basically leaving anything on the competition alone and only speaking about business that he's only familiar with, which is AEW, and that's perfect. You know, I do think that Vince Russo and Coach were trying to goad him into possibly crashing out or goad him into saying something, you know, which is what the media tries to do, you know. But TK had a great media presence and great media savvy to actually conduct himself in a way that was professional and a way that I don't think a whole lot of people were expecting him to be, even though a lot of the opinions on Tony Khan are pretty much set in their ways.
No, I hear what you're saying 100%. I definitely feel, and I mentioned this before you came on, I definitely feel that they were trying to bait him into saying something he shouldn't say. I 100% agree with that. They were definitely stirring the pot. But I also feel too, like, during the interview, I feel like there were times where there were stuff that it was safe to answer, and he kind of just like, he long-winded the question. You know what I'm saying? And I do wish he answered certain things. I do wish he had did that. But at the same time too, you know, with the internet, you gotta be careful because these sound bites are crazy. You'll be making reference to one thing, and they the whole sound bite will make it seem like you making reference to something else. So I do understand, you know, him being cautious on his approach as well.
But then again, that is pretty much the way that a lot of, you know, Tony Khan appearing on a podcast with Jonathan Coachman and Vince Russo, knowing that those guys have been very, very critical of a lot of the things that he has done over the past, that is pretty much the equivalent of a presidential Democratic candidate appearing on Fox News. And I know that's big to say because you don't necessarily see it, but that's pretty much the equivalent of it. And honestly, you're going to get that no matter who. Vince McMahon would do it all the time, would dance around questions. I understand that people want Tony Khan to answer specific things, but like you said, they are waiting for that soundbite. And any sort of soundbite, even if it's taken in the it don't matter what it is. It could be a 5-second soundbite. If it can be taken out of context in any way, people will get on the internet and run with it.
Yeah, I definitely believe they would do that. And like throughout the interview, I could see him. He definitely was, trying, protecting his integrity
think you're on mute,
as far as his promotion. He wasn't really trying to get baited into certain situations. And
Barz?
yeah,
Can't hear you.
huh? Oh, okay. I was on mute. I'm sorry. Yeah, I definitely feel like
No
he
problem.
was trying to be baited. They was trying to bait him into certain situations, saying certain things as far as like, getting him to crash out. He didn't crash out not once. What I found funny was, and if you guys watched the whole entire interview, even after he left, Coach had a written down itinerary that he wanted Vince Russo to use as far as the interview, because he felt that Russo was going to go off script and like get Tony Khan to say something that he wanted. So he felt like instead of trying to attack Tony Khan or allow Tony Khan to feel like he was being attacked, he felt like he wanted Vince Russo to read what was off of this paper that was sent. That's what he said.
I mean, hey, sometimes Vince needs somebody to pretty much, babysit him and pretty much have him how to do his job. I mean, Vince McMahon did that for years, if you remember.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Because if the second Vince Russo comes off script, I mean, we've seen what happened with WCW.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it definitely that's definitely what happened. He made sure he didn't want Russo saying nothing out of the ordinary. But I was critical on both ends, but what I did like that Tony Khan did, though, I do like the fact that he stood his ground. He didn't allow himself to be baited into any situation or answer any question that he felt uncomfortable with. He didn't allow that to happen. Even when it was feeling like they were poking the bear, trying to get him to react, he didn't even react. He just killed them with kindness. That's exactly what he did. He killed them with kindness. He didn't react. It was like mostly complimenting them on what they did for the business, and them complimenting him back. Like I told the panel before you came on, they just used a motivational interviewing tactic. They just did that. So,
excuse me. I mean, Tony has definitely matured since he first began in the wrestling business and learning how to deal with the media. I mean, for the longest time, we knew that he was a part of the Khan family and that he was pretty much in charge of basically, running certain, sports franchises with the soccer league that he has over across the pond with the Jacksonville Jaguars. But we really never saw Tony Khan in front of a camera till now, until he started doing this venture with AEW. Yeah. And I'd like to think that he has matured a great deal from 2019 all the way up to 2026.
Yeah, that makes sense. And you know what? You brought up a good point, because I didn't even think of that. Yeah, that is true. That is very true. Like, for the most part, like, Tony Khan doesn't really suck up any TV time. As far as him being in front of the camera, he really doesn't do that. You might see him appear every now and then, to make a big announcement or something like that. But most of the time he in the shadows. So that is very true. That is very true. Yeah, you definitely have a point with that. You have a point. Yeah.
And honestly, that's how it should be. That's how it should be. Tony Khan does not need to be. I mean, when you look at old school WCW, did you ever see
Hold on.
Ted Turner out in front of the camera? No, he was probably on camera like once or twice.
Yeah, you're right. But I want to answer this question right here for DJ Ghost. You're just new to the live, bro. We already went through when Vince told him to go after WWE. We just talked about that. If you came on to the live kind of late, we already mentioned that like 3 or 4 times. Even in the beginning of the live, when we started the discussion, we talked about that. So we already addressed that. We addressed that. He definitely told him to go after WWE.
You know what? And I'll address it here. He doesn't have to. Tony Khan does not have to. WWE is doing a good enough job, pretty much stuff that they have going on right now. When it comes to ticket sales, when it comes to stories not making sense. I mean, WWE does not need help from AEW or Tony Khan to help them crumble. So, and Tony Khan answered it politely. He said, you answered it correctly. He basically said, hey, I'm just worried about my own business. And that's how it should be.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. And not for nothing, I did a few times during the interview, I definitely wanted him to defend himself in a way and just listen, just kind of stick his chest out and say, hey, listen, you know what I mean? Whatever, say something, but I also do understand too that it's important for him to focus on his company, because the last time that he tried to address WWE matters as far as them being the number one company, it didn't sit. First of all, it didn't sit well with the fans because it took the focus off of AEW and it put more focus on the two companies' rivalry and beefing, and it lacked in the content as far as AEW. So I do understand him taking himself out of that picture and just focusing in on what AEW got going on and nothing else but that.
Well, think about it like this too, Barz. Had Tony Khan said something, had Tony Khan actually went after WWE, whether it be on that podcast or any other time, how do you think it would be received from wrestling fans and WWE fans and just like every single man? They would have a field day on the internet, calling Tony Khan a clown. They have been wanting Tony Khan to say something about WWE, especially since we're in WrestleMania season right now.
Yeah.
Don't even mention them. Don't even mention them. Just let them deal with their own. Like last year, AEW didn't say a word going into WrestleMania. They didn't have to, because WWE pretty much dug their own grave, so to speak.
No, you're absolutely
Can I jump in
right.
here real quick?
Yeah, go ahead.
So I just want to give my 2 cents about DJ's comment that he just posted. Triple H may not be there after this WrestleMania. I agree with you, but here's the thing. WWE digged their own grave the minute they decided to merge with UFC to create TKO. That was the minute I realized, okay, we're definitely going the route of WCW here. Because if you really think about it, WCW went right out of business, what was it, like 9 months later or some shit? And basically, here's what WWE is doing. They're throwing shit at the wall, seeing what sticks. Triple H, go home. Go home. Just go home. You're not needed anymore. At this point,
fucking have one of your kids run the company. I'm pretty sure one of your kids could run the company better than you are doing right now. That's not a shot. That's not me talking shit. That's me speaking truth. Because as of late, the show has been garbage for the past 2 years. And I'm not a WWE hater. I'm not an AEW hater, okay? I like professional wrestling. I love professional wrestling, right? Hell, I loved it so much, I took a botched super kick to the jaw. I'm still standing.
Yeah, I see you.
So the fact that Triple H...
I see you, not to cut you off, I see you turn on the camera
TKO...
and you was holding your jaw. You shot out. Yeah, I definitely
It hurt,
see you
dude.
do that.
It wasn't a fucking joke, dude. It still hurts to this day.
Yeah, I know, man. But go ahead and finish your point, bro. My bad.
Basically, WWE is in that certain version of WCW where they went out of business. And normally I don't like to speak negatively about something, but I have to at this point because WWE in the past 2 years have made decisions that ultimately will be their downfall, to be honest with you. Like, you got rid of some of your top stars to the point where they are no longer with the company. You got rid of John Cena, who's no longer with the company, was one of their top baby faces of all time. And then you had him turn heel. You botched that to the point where the IWC was on his ass about it. Then you had him tap out at, what was it, Saturday Night's Main Event. That was a horrible mistake. You saw the outrage, and yet you guys still decided to go that route, knowing damn well that the IWC was going to be on your ass about it.
Now, I'm a cut.
It pisses me off because I had faith in this company at one point. I had faith in it. Now I'm watching New Japan, AEW, MLW, GCW. WWE has been off my radar since 2025, since Jey Uso won the Royal Rumble. I stopped watching after that. I don't care if it was Triple H's decision. It was a shitty decision. He needs to be taken off creative. Take him off creative. Go home. Go be a father. Go be a husband. I don't care. Go join a motorcycle club for all I care. I do not care anymore, dude. Go away. Just stay away.
Let me tap in real quick. Let me tap in.
Get rid of TKO because they're just going to destroy WWE forever. That's how I feel.
No, I hear you. Let me tap in real quick. Just give a
Barz,
little.
you're on mute.
Oh, okay. My bad. All right, I got just a teeny weeny bit of pushback, just a little bit. All right, so I want to answer the whole thing with Triple H, right? So Triple H was on Cody's podcast, and they spoke about the whole thing with Vince McMahon still having creative pool while he was gone, which we at one point we were discussing that a lot in the TikTok spaces, because we kind of seen how the stories were being selected and based, and we kind of understood that this is Vince's doing, and he kind of admitted to that without saying it, but he kind of admitted to it because there was like a text message being floated around. I don't know if you guys watched the interview with him and Cody. I seen like bits and pieces. I didn't watch the whole entire thing, but I plan on watching the whole entire thing. But I definitely wanted to comment on that. Like, did anybody see the whole thing with the whole text messages or anything like that they were talking about? Anybody?
No, I didn't see any of it.
Okay.
Yeah, me neither.
Well, I'm gonna try to see if I could find that actual text message because it's somewhere floating on the internet. I'm gonna see if I can find it and then tag and talk about it or whatever. But saying that Triple H is gonna be gone after WrestleMania, I don't think he's gonna be gone. I don't think TKO is getting rid of Triple H after WrestleMania. It's just my opinion. I don't think he's going to be gone. Do I think that they're probably going to try to have more creative control over WWE? Absolutely. Absolutely. Until somebody tells TKO to stand down and focus on everything else and stop trying to like control creative, I definitely think that's going to happen. Because they feel like they could probably do a better job because they see what's going on right now. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I definitely could see that happen. They feel like bringing in celebrities is going to boost up the morale. All it's going to do is piss people off. That's all it's going to do is piss people off, and make people upset, and make people not want to watch the product. That's definitely what's going to happen. You know, my opinion. My opinion, you know. So yeah, and McMahon, I believe he still has some sort of small percentage in WWE stock. Doesn't he? Last time, or did he lose that too? Did he sell everything?
I believe he still has a small percentage of stock.
Yeah. So that small percentage, whatever it is, you know, it probably still holds weight to a certain extent. You know what I'm saying? But regardless of who decision it was, you know what I mean, he's not. I don't see Triple H going anywhere no time soon. That's just my opinion. I don't see him going anywhere no time soon. Yeah. Yeah. So I know you had just came in light skinned, so I wanted to get your thoughts, and I want everybody to tap in on because we did talk about it, we did touch bases on it before, but now that you're in here, I wanted to hear your opinion. So, what do you think about how WWE got TNA to block Ricochet versus Leon Slater and those other matches that were supposed to take place?
Well, I mean, they're WWE's so-called, you know, they're the sugar mama, so to speak, the sugar daddy.
Mm-hmm.
So as far as I'm concerned, they're going to do whatever WWE tells them to do. Mm-hmm. So the thing that I tweeted this out earlier, put it up on my story on Instagram and anywhere else, where I basically said that it kind of baffles me that you guys would, I understand it. Like, don't get me wrong. I understand it that, you know, you don't want your talent looking bad against AEW or any other independent wrestling talent. I get that. But y'all have been jobbing out to NXT talent for the last year and a half, so to speak.
Right.
So what's the problem?
Right. Mm-hmm. And who's to say
for their britches?
Yeah, who's to say they was going to look bad anyway? Leon Slater's phenomenal. Like, who's to say he was going to look? That match was going to be a 5-star match.
You cannot be buried in a loss. If the wrestling match looks good and it actually makes you look good even in defeat, you cannot be buried. I think wrestling fans have this warped ideology on what the term buried means. Mm-hmm. And I think they just need to get up off of that and just sit down and watch the match and really just be like, oh my God, this person looked good even though he still lost. Like Macho Man Randy Savage looked good in a loss against Ricky the Dragon Steamboat at WrestleMania 3. So how can you sit up here and say that Leon Slater is going to get buried just because he's facing Ricochet? No, Leon Slater could do some amazing things in a match with Ricochet.
Mm-hmm. For sure. Yeah. I'm hearing something with my kids real quick. I'll be right back. So I'm gonna put you up on the big screen, light skin. You could continue the conversation. Let me go see what's going on with them. My apologies. I just seen to make sure. But y'all can continue.
No problem.
Yeah.
So, what did everybody else think about TNA pulling talent from the indie wrestling shows?
Yeah, as I was talking about with Barz earlier, since we use a lot of the TNA talent for our wrestling organization, it kind of worries me because I mean we've had some great matches thanks to them, and I think they're kind of robbing the independent fan of anything decent.
Feel that. Anybody else got anything to say? Chad, I seen you come off mute. I can barely hear you.
Yeah.
Nope. It sound muffled, Chad.
What I miss? What's going on?
How you doing? We're just talking about how people what were your thoughts on TNA pulling their talent from the indie shows that were going to be taking place next week during Mania week?
Honestly, I can't say much about it only because I really don't watch TNA. So I can't really put my opinion there, out there like that because I don't watch that product.
I mean, no shot to them, but you're not the only one. I have stopped watching TNA since I stopped watching WWE, so I figured, I wasn't gonna watch any WWE affiliated groups. I don't even watch AAA anymore.
I mean, I still watch WWE because that's always been part of my childhood. Always and forever. And I will always be stuck with that. Even though, yes, at times I do be watching a little bit of AEW, but I be mainly watching AEW when it comes to their PLEs. I don't be watching afterwards, but that's just how that's just me. Now, when it comes to TNA polling their talent, I don't think that's a good idea. I think that's going to hurt them in the long run if they keep on doing that. I mean, that's just how I feel about it. I feel like if they keep on doing that, that's going to hurt TNA in the long run, to keep it a buck.
I will say that I have been seeing a lot of people's responses to them pulling talent from these shows, and a lot of the bookers and a lot of the people who are responsible for booking these guys into these events that were going to be taking place were very upset and really have kind of, it has made their relationship with TNA very strenuous.
Right, because there's only it's a messed up situation because it's like you put these talents in these spots and then out of nowhere you go and pull them out of nowhere, and 9 times out of 10 they don't know that they got pulled until the day of. That's part of my French, but that's fucked up. That's fucked up.
Yeah, you don't need to excuse your French. It's welcomed here.
Yeah, yeah, you don't have to excuse it. Yeah,
okay. I need to know. That's all I need to know. But I need to know. But yeah, no, it's fucked up. It's fucked up. Honestly, that is a very fucked up thing for them to do, especially if you put the talent in that spot, and then the night of or hours before or last minute you pull them out. Yeah, no. That I if I was in TNA and I was a talent, and I'm good, ready to go, this and that and the third, but then they go tell me last minute, oh yeah, no, you're gonna get pulled. Yeah, no, I would have been pissed at that point. Honestly, I would have quit.
Well,
I
we
would quit
also
right there on the
we
spot.
also got to keep in mind this isn't the first time not W but TNA has done this. Remember the night of John Cena's retirement tour, Leon Slater was supposed to do a show for Rev Pro, I believe, and they pulled him from that just to be a part of the John Cena retirement tour.
That's
Oh, I think I heard something like that. I did hear
Yeah,
something like that.
And the Leon Slater booking for Rev Pro was booked months in as early as last March. It was booked.
Wow.
That's when it was. And here we have TNA talent where it was booked and everything was agreed upon about the finishes and all that other stuff, and then you pull them a week before the events. I don't know. It's very shady.
Not only is it shady, but that leaves like a sour taste in my mouth.
Mm-hmm.
Like I don't no. You don't go and like you prepare the talent like months in advance, and then a week or a few days or an hour or like the day of, you go, hey, we're gonna pull this out because it's just not it ain't either it's not working out or it didn't go as we thought it would, even though it didn't. Like, bro, huh?
Yeah, that definitely was crazy. That was definitely crazy. I want to excuse me. I want to take a minute to give a big shout out to Nasty Leroy. If y'all seen his video that he posted not too long ago, I think it was like 2-3 days ago, my man had an interaction with MJF. He had an interaction with MJF. You know what I'm saying? I'm not talking about
how'd that go, Nasty.
I'm not talking about just like, just like, oh yeah, they were face to face, like face off mode. You know what I'm saying? So I want Nasty Leroy to speak on that experience between him and MJF, and what could we, the fans, be looking forward to in the near future.
What? Okay, Leroy.
So I've said it on many occasions. I said I'm gonna get that rat. It's still out for the match to happen, but I've been manifesting to call him out, and I've been calling him out for a while, but then I stopped because I just knew he was a scared little rat like he is. And you just gotta let people do what they do because they don't want that smoke. So. Mike Cardona went to a whole company. He went to the Fed because they didn't want no smoke with that. Man, that's a fact. That's not even my feeling. That's a fact. Look it up. Yeah, he ran to the fucking Fed. He ran to Orlando and shit. So Anyway, I don't get on the whole tangent. It happened. I was doing a promo and the man interrupted me. He was like, "Oh, how did it happen?" He literally interrupted me, and I said, "Hey, listen, I'm about to whoop it." What I said I'm about to punch him in the face. Yeah, and so I said that's cool. Now they've got an open challenge. So, but I'm calling him out, and I'm about to punch him in his face, and he was catching him in my face like you about to do something. I say, hey, we'll see about that. So we'll see.
Talk your talk. Talk your talk, Leroy. Talk your talk. Let them know what the nasty one talking.
Yeah. I don't give a damn if you're the champion. I don't give a damn if you're world champion. You're going to get these world champion hands, okay? That's all you're going to get.
Hey, Barz, can I say something real quick?
Go ahead.
Hey, Barz.
Yeah, go ahead.
Can I say something to Leroy real quick?
Yeah,
hey, Leroy, I've been in the business a long time, and I actually saw that video. I don't do this too often, but I marked out to that video, so great job.
I appreciate it. Man.
Yeah, man, that was
Appreciate it. That
an
means a
awesome
lot.
job. I was souped up for you. I was like, I felt like I was in front of MJF. Like I was souped up for you. I was like, yeah, talk your talk. Talk your talk, man. So yeah, man, that was dope, man. I'm happy for you, man. Like you deserve it, man. You know, keep doing your thing, man. And I think that's very important that as creators, we first and foremost we promote and support the indies. You know what I'm saying? Because let's be for real, without the indies, we're not getting the type of main eventers that we got right now. We're not getting that. They started in the indies. You know what I'm saying? So we gotta support the indies. Before anything, we gotta support the indies. And but yeah, seeing Leroy in that moment, yeah, that was dope. That was dope. Yeah, that was dope. So
Appreciate
definitely,
that, bro.
nah, no problem, bro. Definitely when you have that match, because we know what's gonna happen. You definitely gotta come on the show and talk about it. Your experience with MJF. I think that'll be
Definitely.
dope. That'll be dope, man.
I don't think
That
my
that
phone.
would be interesting. I'm not gonna lie.
I don't think my phone can show clips, but if I could, I could give you a play-by-play how I whooped his ass. But
Yeah, talk your talk.
if you think I ain't gonna talk my talk before and after it, anybody who knows me for a long time, I will do that. So just wait to and once it's announced, I'm talking a whole bunch of shit. I'm talking a whole lot of as one of my mentors says, I'm talking a whole lot of cash shit out here.
Hey. There is one thing that I did want to talk about, and I know you guys probably don't give a damn about it, but it has been around like Twitter and whatnot. I don't know if with the whole entire situation with Jey Uso. I don't know if you've seen it around social media.
What you mean with him dating Jada Parker?
That he's dating Jada Parker?
Because Natty was kind of messy with that. Natty was messy. So I'm just gonna put it how it was. So I guess there was a picture with with Natty's class, with the wrestling class, and then the picture had Jada in it, but her face was covered with an emoji.
Yeah, I've seen that.
And then so it's like, number one, why would you do that? Number two, we already know who that is. Number three, you're messy as hell. Because why would you do that? And then hours ago, Jey Uso posted on his Instagram story and says, "Yeah, she's mine. So what?" But people are saying, "Oh, it's Jada." I'm sitting here like, I really don't know who you're talking about. I'm assuming it's Jada, but I'm just gonna sit back and
It's supposed to be cryptic for a reason. So
yeah, it's supposed to be cryptic for a reason. But I'm just gonna sit back and just watch this shit play out.
Yeah,
I don't know. To me, that's just I don't know. Oh, you can go.
No, go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
I was like, to me, I don't even know why he bothered to post it on IG or whatever. I guess because people have this notion that
pretty much what he said. Like, yeah, she's mine. So what?
People have this notion that he's like actively with his wife. He's not. They're divorced. So.
But how do you know that though?
It's public information. You can go search that up yourself.
Yeah, it is out there. I thought he was divorced too, and then I seen another post. I seen another post with what I don't know if it's somebody posing to be his ex-wife or his current whatever. She's talking about Are you talking
about that? Are you talking about that girl on Instagram? I think I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, like whoever posted it. I think
I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, whoever posted it, I don't know who it is, but I seen the posting, and it was like there was like there was this like cursing at Jada Parker. They were like going at it with Jada Parker on social media. So I don't know what to believe.
I really don't think that. I don't know what to believe either, but it's just all over the place. Don't get me wrong, it's none of our business, but it's like at the same time though, if it's it's none of our business. I get that, but it's like y'all gotta be more discreet than that.
When you're
or just don't comment.
Yeah, when you're a celebrity in the business of professional wrestling or whatever, there's no such thing as discreet because sooner or later it's going to get out. And honestly speaking, they haven't, with their whole situation, if it is a situation, they haven't been real discreet about it for at least a year and a half, almost 2 years. Every time we turn around, we've seen some pic or posting like encryptic message or whatever showing them two around each other or in the same vicinity or like close by or whatever it was. We seen it. So there's no such thing as secret. They put it out there for a reason. Whether it was them themselves put it out there or somebody that they told to do that out there, they're stirring the pot for a reason. You know what I'm saying? Because it's getting views, and I feel like
they're stirring the pot.
You say?
I'm sorry to cut you off. You say that they're stirring the pot for a reason, but yet they get bothered by the fact that we as fans end up asking them, "Hey, are y'all dating or not?" So don't do that then. Like you get what I'm trying to say? Like,
nah, I got you. Some people relish in that type of moment. Some people relish in that type of atmosphere.
Because that shit is weird to me.
No, it is weird.
To me, that shit is weird.
It is weird, but
that's weird. Hella weird. That's hella weird, and that bothered me, to be honest.
Yeah, it's weird, but some people relish in that. Yeah, we talking about Jey Uso and Jada. Yep. Yeah, some people relish in that, and he's probably liking it for the views and the exposure. So, and who's to say that PR, that his PR in the background is not telling him to just go along with it? Who's to say that? You know what I'm saying? Like, who's to say that?
But if that's the case, if he felt uncomfortable with that, he should have just said, "Hey, yo, no, I'm not comfortable with doing that. I don't care what y'all say."
Well, he would have just said, "I'm not going to talk about that."
Exactly, from the get-go.
So I don't even want to put too much stock in it because I'm like, whatever, bro. Can you at least just not botch your next spear? That's my concern.
Yeah.
Next spear, can you actually hit somebody, or are you just going to hit a shoulder tackle? That's all I care about. So whether you're dating Jada or not, no, he's not married anymore. He's divorced. So
and also too, there's a huge age difference there, and I'm not. That's real. No.
Well, honestly, age nowadays, age is nothing but a number as far as like adults are concerned. Age ain't nothing from a number. So, if she don't see no issues with it, then you know what I'm saying, they grown. So if she don't see no issues with it and she wants to rock with him,
it'd be different if he was. It'd be different if she was like fresh out of high school and he hit her up, because that would mean that he was texting her and communicating before,
right,
and things like that. But they're both grown ass. They're both grown ass.
But it is. But like Kashayla said, it's still weird though from both parties. Low key, it is low key kind of weird because Jay, you are in your 40s, and Jada, you are like what 27, 28, and y'all.
Respectfully, I don't mean to say this in a way, but if I was 40, you're telling me, hey, you can date Jada Parker, but like there's like a a 10-year age difference. So we're shooting that shot.
Yeah, I don't.
We're shooting that.
Go
I'm
with your
shooting
age
that.
gap. Go with your age gap, bro. Go with your age gap.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I agree. I agree. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if I'm like I'm 40 years old, you know, and you know, single, and they asked me to shoot my shot with Jada, and she's with it. Like, who? Well, am I gonna say no? Hell no. I'm not gonna say no. Like, I'm gonna shoot my shot.
I mean, come on. It's come on. It's Jada Parker. Like, come on now. It's Jada Parker.
Yeah.
This is Jada Parker we're talking about. This is Jada Parker.
Hey, Dub. I am not no 50 years old.
I ain't gonna lie.
If I had the opportunity, I would, but I just it's not happening. All right, that's all I'm saying. I'm 41, and something tells me that she would just, she would go for something else.
Just go along with it.
I ain't gonna lie. I definitely could pull a Jada Parker. I ain't gonna hold you.
Listen, I'm only 30, and I'm sitting in my dope.
The only person that's like fresh from the WWE that I've been on shows with I haven't been on shows with, but I know people that been on shows with. Let me get that right, because if I was, she wouldn't be my girlfriend. I ain't gonna lie. It's Nikki Blackheart, yo. I ain't gonna lie. Listen.
He's a baddie too. Blackheart.
Yeah, hey, listen, bro. If I shot my shit and she was into me, oh yeah, you would see her in the videos with me. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, Nikki Blackheart's no joke. Like, yeah, she's whew, yeah. Like I'm already seeing into the future of what WWE could put together for her if they book her properly. I'm already seeing it. You know, she could have a few bangers with Bianca Belair. She could have she could have a match with Jade Jade. She could have a match. Like, there's so many women in there that she could go toe to toe with, that it would be some banger of her matches. You know, so yeah, I definitely could see that.
I just so sure of. Oh shit!
What happened?
I'm not gonna lie. I said I just searched her up, and I said, oh shit, she looking good.
What, you seen her IG post?
Yeah, because
Lord have mercy.
I didn't know who she was, so I was like, you know what? Let me search.
Oh,
her up.
you don't know who Nikki Blackheart is?
No.
Whoa, man.
And she Dominican. What? Oh, she looking good.
Nah, Nikki Blackheart is.
I'm a Puerto Rican, but hey, I support who I support. Shit.
And I'm pretty sure you a bad Puerto Rican too. You better have more confidence in that. Come on now.
Only when I feel cute, though. Only when I feel cute. Right now I'm in my damn PJs.
What's wrong with PJs?
I feel normal in my damn PJs, but when I'm feeling cute, though, man.
Hey, talking to somebody where hoodies and sweatpants is pretty much my uniform of choice.
Pretty much. That is my uniform of choice. Sweatpants.
Sometimes that's all it takes.
Sometimes that be a big thing. Sometimes, not all the time.
No, that's all the time, unless I'm going out to eat with my best friend with him and his wife. And if I want to feel cute, I'll feel cute. Shit.
I ain't gonna front. You know, my dressing of choice when I'm out and about, especially when I'm at work. I like clothes, so I try to put a lot of outfits together and stuff like that. I got I got I got sneaks like J's and Iversons that match with a bunch of throwback jerseys. I got some of the rarest jerseys that nobody will probably even have in around my area. And then I gotta wear the fitted hats. You know what's funny? And people have said this to me, right? People say that I dress like I'm from New York, but I'm from Jersey. And like this is how we dress in Jersey. Like honestly, this is how we dress. You know what I mean? For where I'm from,
That's not the
Is
same
it,
thing.
is it
It is
kind
not
of
the
bad
same.
for me to say that I think that Jersey and New York, when it comes to dressing, is kind of sort of the same, maybe?
I was gonna say it's not the same thing. It's
Right,
not the
that's
same
what I'm
thing.
saying. That's the same
Talk
thing.
to
I
Red
can
Man.
imagine different income. Like I can imagine if you're like upper New York and like you one of them rich like people. I guess you know.
No, my hands.
Yeah,
Yeah, if you in the upper.
Yeah, easy.
I
But
got
on to the question at hand. When we talking Iversons, which Iversons are we talking?
I'm talking about the first ones. I got the first ones, the ones that
Okay.
first.
Okay.
Yeah, I got the first ones, but I got rare colors though. Like I got the Laker colors of Iversons, like it is the purple and gold joints, and then I have another pair of
I
Iversons.
only had one pair.
Yeah, I have another pair of Iversons that came out like 2 years ago, and they're also Laker colors, but they're yellow and white with the purple trim. Laker colors. You know what I'm saying? And then when I was in Nigeria, with my family, I got a pair of J's, and they're in the colors. They're in the colors of like it's like African flag type colors, and I got those. And let me tell you something.
Ooh, that sounds
If you
fire.
want to get some rare type of J's or any apparel, get it overseas. When I got these J's, I got these
Right here.
J's when I was in Nigeria. When I got the J's, I went to a foot action in Nigeria. I was in a mall in Nigeria. I went to a foot action and they had these pair of J's. And they had another pair, they had a pair of Air Force Ones that looked like a Nintendo game controller. Not like literally the color scheme of a Nintendo game
That is what's
controller.
up.
Yeah, that joint looked fire. I started off to get those, but then I was like, dang, this color scheme, like it was an easy color scheme to match. But then I was like, dang, like if I get these, I know for sure nobody don't got these, but I also know for sure nobody don't have these neither. So I was dabbling with the two. I couldn't, so I ended up getting the J's. But I kind of like, now that I think about it, I kind of feel I should have got the A1s, the Nintendo A1s too, because them joints was crazy. If y'all seen them, y'all have been like, yo, that was wild. Like the color scheme was off the chain. So yeah. So that's my thing, you know.
That's
I'm into,
dope.
yeah, I'm into stuff like that.
And I've only had one pair of Jordans. I've only had one pair. So for me, shoes for me are different. Because all right, so y'all seen me in the MJF video. Y'all seen what I look like. I'm I'm shorter, but I'm bigger. I'm a bigger guy. So, and also I'm big feet. So when that,
I'm just short.
yeah, I'm
That's
a
fine.
shorter, bigger guy. I have big ass feet. So my shoes, I have to have a special shoe, to be honest. So Jordans don't really do nothing for me. Cause having flat feet doesn't help too either. But the shoes I do wear, I got some Air Force Ones that I bought a long time ago, like 2 years ago, and then in most of my shoes, I get my shoes from like different places. So I'll get mine from like H&M or like other shoe places. But like I get like the minimum shoes that have nothing on it. I used to get name brand shoes, and I think the only name brand shoes that I do get, I think this is the Philadelphia in me. I get the New Balances all the time, so
I got a pair of
just,
New
some
Balances too.
Skechers, some New Balances. I haven't bought. Yeah, I got the all black one, so that's my sneaker choice. Really, to be honest, I've been on this new. I'm about to put people on if y'all don't know about it. So going into my new character that I will be debuting at some point. His thing is about quiet luxury. Well, I can say his thing. My thing is about quiet luxury. So I've been on this thing called quiet luxury, which is it's you wear polos, but you also wear like dress shirts, kind of like that things, but not just that, but shirts, something like that, like college shirts, stuff like that. It's kind of like business casual, but elevated, basically. And then like there's different pieces together, and I just think that works for me. I don't tell everybody else, but this is just, if you want to try it out, you can. I do that whenever I'm going to an AEW show. I'm at One Fall. My uncle told me this, and also it's funny enough that Cody told me this because it goes together. So when I made my debut back in the day, I had I just wore like a Nats team shirt and a jacket over it, blazer or whatever. Or no, I didn't wear a blazer. I wear like a half like jean type of blazer or whatever. And so because I was like, all right, I'm gonna be on TV and whatever. My uncle was like, you should make sure you gotta look fly on TV and stuff. So I was like, all right, cool. And then I ended up staying there for a while. I didn't know I was gonna stay there for a while, but I ended up dressing in shorts. I'm a shorts kind of guy, so it's like it's hot down there, so I wear shorts and t-shirt or whatever. And I'll never forget, Cody said to me, he says, well, what happened to your suit? I was like, it's at my house. Oh, this is my bag. I don't wear it much if I have to and stuff. He's like, this is a shame, man. We got you look good on TV. And he's like, man, you gotta look like like a superstar that you are. And he was like, so basically he said he was like, man, you gotta be wearing the suits and stuff. That's if you want to, but like, you gotta, if you want to be a superstar, you want to dress like a superstar. And then so he was basically like saying like the walk, talk, act like a superstar thing. And then ever since then, you will never catch me outside of like, it will be a rare occasion that you not catch me in a suit. I won't be in a suit. I will be in a suit sometimes, but I'll be mainly dressed up, in the quiet luxury. I'll have a polo on. I'll have something like that. But that's just me. That's just, I ain't trying to try everybody else to like wear loafers and shit. That's just work for me. But I do wear shoes. I do wear like I said, minimum shoes. I wear Air Forces, other shoes like that. I wear K-Swiss and stuff. But like, yeah, Jordan material's never been my thing. So
yeah, my shoe game is like crazy because my wife hates it because I got so many shoes. I got
I ain't got no type of shoe game. I ain't got none of that. Because I never really followed like the trends of like, oh, like what's the hottest shoes or da 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 da. I never really cared for that type of shit. You know what I mean?
I never did neither.
I never really cared for it.
I always got my stuff off the clearance rack. That's how I always got mine.
Come on now. Come on, man.
Yeah,
Hey, talk about it.
I was a Marshalls baby. I'm not gonna lie. I was a Marshalls baby.
Yeah, I always got mine off the clearance rack, and the way I seen it was
I only just started shopping in H&M. I was mainly my go to was the thrift stores. I'm not gonna lie, Ross and thrift stores. Like that's where I got most of my clothes. My boy Stunt Marshall turned me on to that. I ain't looked back. So.
Hey yo, Dove, chill out, bro. Like, why you trying?
He trying to roast you on this.
Yeah, he trying to roast me on a low. Like he did. Yo, chill out, yo. He trying to say I wear the tall grandpa socks with the sandals.
Oh no!
Nah,
with them tall ass white socks.
Yeah, with the you trying to say I wear the John Collectors? That's what you trying to say?
No. Yeah.
Chancletas. There you
You
go.
wearing
Chancletas. Wearing them
trying to say you wear
chancletas.
those cookout ones out
Them
here.
cookout chancletas.
Yeah.
Them cookout chancletas fuegos.
Yeah. Nah.
Yeah, but no. I still can't believe once upon a time I did wanted to become a wrestler, but I'm so tiny.
How tall are you?
Well, there's other positions in wrestling.
I'm 4'8". I'm very tiny.
You 4'8". You for
You
real?
can do something. What are you talking about?
Yes.
You can do something.
You can still wrestle.
There is nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong with being fun sized.
But the thing is, I again, like, it's there and like in the back of my mind that I've always wanted to be a wrestler, mainly because of AJ Lee, because AJ Lee, because she, because mainly like she's Puerto Rican, and us Puerto Ricans in the WWE, we really don't get a lot of love like that. Even now, we really don't get a lot of love like that.
Who's your same height? I'm gonna tell you.
Zelina Vega.
Yeah, Selena Vega and this other girl that I train with. So you can look her up. Her name is Angelica Rare. She's like 4'8". Her name is the spiciest quesadilla in the game. I think she's like Mexican or something like that, or Puerto Rican or something like that. But anyway, she's like this exactly same height. And she's like one of the, she's really good for like the time that she's been training with us and stuff. I think like 5-6 years though.
I just got done eating burritos and you made me hungry again. The spiciest quesadilla. I'm like, now I want quesadillas.
Spiciest quesadilla. Yeah, that's most likely. That's most likely on the Mexican side. Again, I'm Puerto Rican. My parents are from Puerto Rico. I was born here in the U.S.
I think she's like I think she's a mixture. I think she's like Puerto Rican and like Mexican or whatever. But nah, she's like 4'8", and she be kicking ass and shit. Her name is Angelica Rare. She wrestles for our promotion and she done stuff for AEW and I think she's done some stuff recently with WWE. But like, yeah, like she reminds me. She's like our version of Selena Vega, but she's more like spicier.
I feel like it's because I feel like for me, why I'm so hesitant to do it is because like not only like my height, but also like I got a baby face that I feel like that a lot of people ain't gonna take me seriously. So I'm just, and also too, I'm camera shy as fuck.
It sounded like you don't have a good support system. That's what it sounds like. Because I would be supporting. I'm just gonna lie. If I was in your shoes, if I'm in your family or your immediate friends, I'll be supporting you. I feel like this is I had to say it like this, but like I tell people if I can do it, all the stuff that happened to me, then you could do it too. I really feel because I had a lot of shit against me. I ain't gonna hold you. So, but like a lot of stuff like not even this medical shit, but like a lot of stuff that wasn't in my favor. I always tell people if I could do it, you could do it. Shit.
Yeah, I'm
not trying to be crazy.
That's a valid point. It's a very, very valid point. Like we talk about.
Don't get me wrong. I've been searching wrestling schools and all that.
Where do you live?
I live in Springfield, Massachusetts.
Okay, you're in Massachusetts. Okay. Reason why I asked, I'm not trying to ask you for your information for wrestling schools, but
we don't got a lot here. We don't got a lot here in my city. I'll probably have to go to a different city in order for me to do it.
You're in a good area. You're in a good state, actually. The ones that I know is the New England Wrestling Academy. That's where Carmelo Hayes and all them came from.
I'll probably have to go there, but it's like, ain't that like in Boston?
I think it's like outside. I think it's where you're at. I think it's in Springfield. I think so. I'm pretty sure. I'll have to look it up, but like I know it's in Massachusetts because this is just me. For a while, all I did was watch people from that area. Because you gotta remember that area was hot for a while, like in 2013. You had JT Dunn, you had fucking Beyond Wrestling was out there.
We were
They got
hot as hell, and then it just unalived
yeah,
down
you had
hard.
Carmelo Hayes. Well, let me just for this instance, I'm gonna call this by any name. So you had Kristen Casanova, you had Tasha Steeles, you had the main promotion out there was Beyond. Beyond's like the East Coast PWG, I always say. And so everybody who got on Beyond was definitely talented if you got on there too. But like a lot of people, Kristen Casanova, what's the dudes from the War Writers and stuff. Mercedes Moné's from there. Like I'm trying to think who else other than JT Dunn. It's a lot of people. Anyway,
I think like the main two that are like really like famous from there is Mercedes Moné, even though I really don't like her like that.
Yeah, she's from that area.
And Carmelo Hayes.
Yeah. Yeah.
As far as I'm concerned,
Dijak, fucking. There's a whole bunch of people come from that school. My homie went up there. I think he lives in Europe, like maybe the same town, but like I think it's in Springfield. I would have to look it up, but like I don't think it's that.
Look it up, and then DM me the DM it to me, cause it's there. It's there. Like I'm having it as a plan C. I got plan B in mind, but plan C is there. It's there.
But also if you feel like the wrestling not for you, you can still be a manager and shit, especially if you can talk and you can learn how to bump because.
Huh.
I
just gotta be less camera shy because I really especially on TikTok, I really don't show my face like that because people can be assholes.
I feel it, but
you know what I mean? And I don't want to deal with that. I really don't want to deal with that bullshit.
So take it from me, I used to be camera shy. I used to be shy, and I think what broke me out of my shell is like being around my friends and being like.
But this is just my hair in its natural state. This is what I look like.
Okay.
Oh, you got the who got a hairstyle like that? What's her name? That she left WWE last year or year before last.
I know you're talking about. Charlie something.
No.
She used to be Dakota Kai.
Dakota Kai, yeah, you got Dakota Kai's hairstyle. Hairstyle.
Hold on, give me 1 second.
Okay.
I'm drinking a beer real quick, and I don't want them to see. Hold on, give me a second.
Yeah,
she goes by Charlie. Yeah.
Either way, she's still cute.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
so
for sure.
You definitely have a look like you should try.
Mm-hmm.
Now you never know. You never know unless you try. And you're still young too. You're still relatively young. Like I had that's still young.
No, you don't.
I had wrestling aspirations too. Don't be like me. And
Brown don't crack.
Yeah. Don't be like me. I had wrestling aspirations too. And I
when I came back to wrestling. When I came back to wrestling, I left for a while and I came back and my first match I had when I was 30. So, I'm just saying.
And I mean, DDP started late too. He didn't win a world championship till he was 40.
Yep.
In his 40s, I should say.
Yep.
That's a fact.
Yeah.
That is a fact.
So think about it. You never know.
I have wholeheartedly because I know I spoke about this with a friend of mine, and he was like, he goes and tells me, okay, but who are you doing it for? Are you doing it for you, or are you doing it for your family? I'm like, you kind of got me there because I really had to think about it. I'm like, I would say like I'm not only doing it just for me, but I'm doing it for my family as well. Like, yeah, sure, like we're not like in a rut or anything. We're living comfortable or whatever. But I feel like I can do more than what I'm doing right now.
Listen, I'm just say this. Go ahead. I'll just say this.
We're in a comfortable situation. Like my parents, like they, have their home and whatever. I live with my parents. Would I love to live on my own? Hell yeah. But
I feel that.
with the economy, how the fuck it is right now, we can't do that. I can't do that. So it's
Look, you speaking to somebody right now who lived with their parents till they were what, 36, got a nice paying job and then moved out. But now I'm in a situation where I work a job where right now we're not getting paid. For those of you who don't know what's going on.
Damn.
But
I swear on my life. I swear on my life.
me,
You better not be
we
working at a
know all
warehouse.
about the struggles of the economy and all that. So
I swear on my
Man,
life.
listen,
You
I'm
better
not
not be
here
working at a warehouse. You're not working at a warehouse, right?
no.
Okay. Good.
Unfortunately, I work for the U.S. government, so.
Oh shit.
I work
at a warehouse. I ain't gonna lie, I work at a warehouse.
I don't know why she's running away. She's Puerto Rican. It's a U.S. territory.
Mira, muchacho. Mira.
I work for the state of New Jersey.
Yes.
So I work for the state of New Jersey, so you know what I mean. We
government job. Oh snap.
When
What's crazy was I am so sorry for cutting you off. I am so horrible at that.
No, go ahead.
I tried to become a police officer. I tried, especially for my city here in Springfield. I tried. It didn't work out in my favor because that's what I've always wanted to be ever since I was young. But it didn't work out in my favor. So then I was like, oh, maybe plan B. I'll probably search up being a paralegal. And then if that doesn't work out, I got like a plan C. Maybe become a wrestler. Let's see how that goes. But then I'm like, okay, I'm 30, about to hit 31 at the end of this month.
Happy early birthday.
Happy early birthday.
It's my birthday. Thank you. I'm about to get turned the fuck up on that day.
You should.
And I still can't believe I'm about to hit 31. And yeah, it's like I have plan P and I
good genetics right there.
Plan B and C plan, but it's like damn. Like I'm doing research of both, and I'm like, it's like I'm everywhere. It's like damn, like I want to do this, but I want to do this, but then I'm doing research of that too. So it's like it's a lot.
I don't know. I used to work a job with my dad who was a doctor and shit. And that was cool and everything, but I was just like, man, I gotta do something else. Cause I was not happy. And so I ain't gonna lie, it's nicer now, but like I used to try to put it off and I used to be like, yeah, I'm cool, whatever. But I would be in a rush. I'd be in a little rush and I'd be like not tweeting, but I would be like typing on Facebook about thing. And people was like, oh, you okay? I was like, no, I'm good. I think I got, so my parents, they didn't really believe in my dreams. So they was like, all right, since you so gung-ho about this and shit. And he was like, all right, we're just, because I told him about Johnny Swinger and stuff. And he was like, yeah, all right, just go in there, try out or whatever, do your thing, get it out your system, whatever. And it only made it even worse for them because I was like, yeah, I'm going back to Johnny Swingers and shit. And he was already at upper state. So not only what I didn't have mostly transportation, that didn't help, but I was getting any way I could to get to those training sessions because I just loved doing it, and it was just, and then when I left him, I was going to different schools. I was like a Repson school gypsy and shit. So going to Air Foxes, going to Robert Gibson's, and then I landed on. Back when it was QT and Glacier, I just landed there. I did a camp, and I was and then I was like, all right, I'm gonna stop. But then everybody was like, QT was like, give me 3 weeks, and then you can go about your business. And I ended up staying there because by that time, my parents started to see that how much I loved it. Like they could see the joy in my eyes, and I think they didn't want to take that away from me. And then they started believing. They started believing in my dream. Every time I was like going to a show. So my first 2 matches They was like, okay, we'll watch this or whatever, because I think after those matches, they seen the crowd react, and then that's where they started believing in my dream. But I'm gonna be honest, at this point, I kind of like blocked them out of like them supporting my dreams, because once you didn't support my dreams, I was like going to do it anyway. I don't know what it was about me. I was so determined to like get to do something, and when I tell like guys at the Nightmare Factory, guys and girls, I didn't even have a goal, to be honest. I just wanted to wrestle. I did have a goal. I wanted to go to Ring of Honor, but like that was the only goal I wanted. So
Yeah, I feel you. It's sort of like with me too. For me getting into music and stuff like that. I really wanted to like really get into the industry, and then when I continued to press forward as far as like music or whatever, and then when I did that, I did this showcase in New York, and I was in front of like all these labels. Like I was in front of Def Jam, I was in front of Sony, Arista, and all these other labels. And then it was a bunch of other artists. We all did these performances and whatnot. And then afterwards, what the it wasn't even an A&R. That's the thing. It wasn't an A&R. It was just somebody. You know how the A&Rs never come down to see the talent. It's always they send these smaller guys to come down and evaluate the talent, and they'll be able to assess if they feel as if you're ready for the big leagues or whatever. So this one dude, he took my demo, whatever, and he talked to me. He said how dope I was, but then he told me I had to change my look. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, what's wrong with my look? Now, mind you,
I've been in those situations.
yeah, mind you, I thought I was good. I had the fitted hat on with the polo, you know what I'm saying, the jeans and the J's. I thought I was cool. This dude said I had to change my look. He told me, this is what he told me. He told me that I had to start wearing the wife beaters, the tank tops, and start baby oiling it and whatever and whatnot, and start like flexing because I'm a tall guy. And I said, nah, bro, we don't, where I'm from, like, we don't do that. We don't do that. You know what I'm saying? This is what you get. I am who I am. You know what I'm saying? You're not going to have me, like, you know what I'm saying, like, LLing it out. Like, we already got an LL. We already got a 50. That's not me. I'm not that. That's not how.
You to start baby oiling it.
Yeah, I'm not lying to you. I on everything. I'm not lying to you. This is what the dude said to me. You know what I'm saying? This is what he said, and I felt very violated at that point when he mentioned this to me. I felt very violated.
I felt violated too.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So
see, that was like the other thing why I didn't want to wrestle either, because the way how WWE ran, especially when Vince was in charge, if they were to tell me, hey, you gotta change this, you gotta change this, you gotta change this, oh, you gotta like have your hair straightened all the time, no. Especially during the summer, no. No, you done fucked up with me, because during the summer, I leave my hair like this. Either you deal with it or you don't. What the hell?
I think you would have been able to get away with it, though, in today's realm of professional wrestling, especially in the E. You'd have probably been able to get away with it. Yeah, you would.
Oh yeah, I'll be able to get away with it. But if Vince was still under control, I wouldn't be able to.
Nah, if Vince was still under control, nah, you wouldn't be. But in today's realm, I think it's more. Today's realm is more free when it comes to looks and gear and putting things together. It's a little bit more freelance. Back in the day, they had a structure. They don't really have too much of a structure now. You know what I'm saying? It's more creative now.
Right, and
I can vouch for that.
I will forever I don't care what anybody say. You may dislike the man because of how shit is going right now. Even though I blame TKO wholeheartedly, I stand 10 toes on it. I'll forever love Triple H with that because you notice how wrestlers feel more comfortable within themselves. They feel more comfortable. They feel a little bit more free in a sense because under Vince, they weren't able to do that.
Yeah.
They weren't able to do that. And then there's certain and then there's like certain words that they weren't able to say under Vince.
Oh yeah, I
But
would
with
have,
Triple H, however,
I would
he
have
can.
got released already for sure.
Get that up. So it's like
I
I'll
already
forever
know.
love Triple H for that because I love how the wrestlers feel more comfortable, feel more like they don't look as exhausted and whatever as they were before under Vince.
Well, I mean,
Had
not for nothing.
had a-
Go ahead.
I would say she's lucky nowadays because back when I first started wrestling, Vince wanted 6'5", about 300 pounds, steroid out muscles, and me, I was only 5'10", 205 pounds. So I mean, I had to basically go the route. I had to work in Mexico, I had to work in Japan, I had to work in Europe, had to work a lot of the indies because I knew I had zero chance of making the WWE.
Talk about it. And then perfect example. I love this girl. I love her. AJ Lee is a perfect example. She's a Puerto Rican, but she didn't have the standard of the height when it came to the women, but she did what she could. She handled what she handled when it came to
one of the
storylines.
greatest.
She did what she did throughout the years that she did it. I feel like 9 times out of 10 she didn't like it, but she still did it anyway because WWE was her dream job.
And say another gal you can kind of look at too is Tasha Steeles. When I first met her, I thought she was a little bit taller, but she's only like 5'4", 5'5" at the tallest.
Sure.
But I mean, she works the hell out of everybody.
Steels, she's definitely a great one. Yeah, like I met her recently. She's hella cool. Yeah, personality, like got all that. She's a total package. No, like when I went to so I've never done the security thing, but I was like a +1 at like WWE one time at Center Stage, and I think at where the Hawks play. I forget the arena and shit. I should know it, but yeah, I did both of those shit, and I remember being backstage, and they asked me to do a match. I think they wanted me to do an answering match, and I was all cool with it. And some just rubbed me the wrong way about Baron Corbin, about how he said something. I don't even remember it, to be honest. It just rubbed me the wrong way, and I just looked at him like, man, I ain't doing that shit. And then one of the producers was like, what you mean we ain't doing that shit? I was like, I ain't doing that shit. What you told me to do. And then but the whole situation, and I wasn't wrong at it because I just told him I ain't doing that shit, and then he was like, "Oh, we could find somebody else. You gonna find somebody else?" And he's like, "Well, you know." I think it was a thing of like, you need us, and I was like, "I don't need you. You asked me to do a match for you, and I'll do it, but like, I ain't do. I forget what it was. I don't know. It's been a long time, but basically, somebody told me years ago that I was blackballed from the promotion, so I don't give a fuck. Even if I was wanted to wrestle for them or not, but like, I think it was like something about, I don't know. I think it was about like, I don't know. I didn't say picking me up. I don't know what the fuck it was. I was like very like hard headed like about certain things, but I don't know. It was, I think, because I didn't even, not even because I don't want to look bad, because I don't. The thing about me is I don't care about looking bad, because you're entertaining the people and whatever. But like, I always care about how you're presented, let alone as losing and stuff. Because I tell people, when they ask me for advice, when younger wrestlers ask me for advice, I say like, wins and losses, they matter, but it's about perception of reality. Like if you're losing all the time, everybody's gonna paint you as a loser. Like, no matter how you're being booked and positioned. If you like Kurt Hawkins was losing most of his matches, but Kurt Hawkins is a dope ass wrestler. But if you're getting jobbed out all the time and then you win once in a while, like, oh man, that's kind of crazy. And like the wins and losses thing to me is like, I don't care about it. I care about how I'm positioned, how I'm used. If I'm used good, if I'm used bad, if I'm used disrespectfully, and I don't know what it was. I couldn't tell you, but I really got into an argument with him. He was like, "You don't want." I think he was like, "Yeah, you don't want to mess with me. I'm Golden Gloves." I was like, to me, I don't give a fuck what you are. And I think when I get mad, and I maybe because it's a height thing, I don't know if it's just my how my background is. I found out that I'm Dominican and all that shit in there. Um, when I get mad, I kind of get stubborn, and then I kind of like I don't give a fuck about nothing. So he was like, "Yeah, I'm this, I'm that, and whatever." So I was like, "I'm not doing that." And producer's like, "Yeah, we'll put you down and shit." So yeah, it's shit about wrestling, bro.
I look like Slim. This is what I look like, Slim.
What
Hey,
up?
She
hey,
looked good.
hey,
What's going on, Slim?
hey, Barz Wrestling Media is special when we could get Milagros to come into the camera, actually show her face on the camera. So, you know what I'm saying? Y'all can thank me later. You see? This is how she looks, okay? Thank me later.
No. Hey, Barz, there's nothing wrong with her. She's cute.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, you know, like if this is where, if that's where you want to go, like go for it. Just give it a shot. I mean, who knows what'll happen for you? You know, you just look, shoot your shot. Do what you gotta do. Do what you gotta do. Just when you shoot your shot, don't wait too long until it's too late and then you just have regrets. You know what I mean? Just try. You never know what happens. You know?
That's what I didn't want to do. Would have regrets. I feel you.
Yeah. Just try. You never know what happens.
Like my main if I would, like, my main goal is just going to WWE and that's it. But also too is like I'm so freaking camera shy and it's front of like 1,000 people, I would forget what the hell I would have to say immediately because that's how bad I am.
I would definitely camera shot. So I feel where you coming from.
I'm gonna tell you like this. When I first started this whole TikTok thing and making content, I just downloaded TikTok to just make me laugh and watch videos. And then I found a space on wrestling where I just started talking. Like, you can see the difference in, like, my tone of voice especially. Because at first I was sounding very aloof. You know, like, okay, I'm here. That's how it is. And then all of a sudden you start to see me build just a little bit more confidence in what I'm doing and such. So I say take the shot, take the gamble. So,
I mean, I do too a little bit. If you guys haven't seen my videos, I do a little bit of reactions of Raw and SmackDown. I just don't show my face. Because people on social media can be assholes. And I don't want
we know.
Trust me, we know.
Yep.
Like y'all already know, you know.
We know.
So I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna do a reaction, show on my TV screen, and that's it. And whatever pops off, and whatever don't. I'm just doing it just for the fun of it because my best friend, he was the one that told me, "Hey, yo, like, do it. You love wrestling and you talk to me about it the same way how I talk to you about One Piece. Do it." And I said, I bet.
So are you an anime fan too?
Yeah.
Give it a shot. Definitely give it a shot.
However, I don't watch One Piece though. I don't watch One Piece. My best friend, he watches One Piece. I'm not sure if he reads the manga. I feel like he does, but Tricky Kane is his TikTok name. I will send y'all the link because he be talking about random stuff, mainly anime related. Check his page out.
Well, if you don't know by now, I'm a big anime fan. As you can see with my YouTube thumbnails, I've turned myself into an anime wrestler. I even got a cartoon I generated with AI has me in the wrestling ring. I didn't drop the next. I'm supposed to drop the next episode, but I keep forgetting. I got an episode where I'm wrestling against content creators. So it's pretty dope. It's pretty dope though. I gotta put it out. Yeah, it got me wrestling against content creators. And I did one of my super moves or whatever. I showed Dub seen it, but I ain't put it out yet. So yeah, I'm gonna put it out soon though. It's pretty dope. Yeah.
But you know what's funny? What's funny to me, like I've always wanted to. In the back of my mind, I've always wanted to become a wrestler and whatnot. I even thought of a finishing move in my head, and it's been like that for years, and it hasn't gone away yet.
So you studied how you want to hit finisher maneuvers and all that kind of stuff. I would just say do it because you already got your finish move. So like now I don't know how some schools do it, but I think if you go to a school for 3 months, like 3 months, they'll tell you like, hey, what finisher you want to do, and if you already got it there, that's one piece of the puzzle. Especially
Yeah.
if you got a character, you got a finisher maneuver, all that shit. Because
That's
most
the
schools will be
issue.
like, well, what you got?
That's the issue. It's like I'm trying to figure. Like I already got the name down. I already got the finisher down. It's just the character. I'm still trying to figure it out.
Yeah, I'm the same way.
That's the
I got
thing.
to finish a move, character and everything. I wanna before we close out, I wanted to chop it up with Chad real quick. So Chad, you got your CPRS, bro? Is that what you got? Can you hear me? Chad.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got my CPRS too. That's one of my certs I got. I got CPRS.
Oh yeah, I like it, man. I really do.
Yeah,
So
I
I'm
got
gonna keep doing it.
Yeah, me too, man. I'm in that field too. Small world, man. Small world, bro. Like, yeah, that's what I do. I got my CPRS. I got my my CADC, and I'm working on my L.
I know. I know. Slim probably must have left, but he said that I be talking my shit. Take a shot.
Yeah, so so that's what's up, Chad. It's a small world, man. Small world. I'm working on all that stuff, man. I got my CPRS. I'm about to take my exam real soon so I could get the rest of my licensing or whatever. But yeah, man, that's what's up, bro. That's what's
Shout
up,
out to
bro.
that, man. Shout out to Chad with that,
Yeah, man. I love doing recovery work, helping people, man. I love doing that, man. That's something funny thing is about that is that I never, like, my mother, God rest her soul, told me that's probably what I was going to end up doing, being a counselor. I thought when she was crazy when she told me that. And then, next thing you know, I'm working for the state of New Jersey and I'm working on getting my licensing and stuff like that. But yeah, man, I got my CPRS and I said I got my CADC. I don't have the CADC, but I have my CPRS, which is similar to a CADC, but you know what I mean? I'm in the process of having my CADC. Then when I get my CADC, I'm going to go after my LCADC. Then from there, I'm going to get it's another one that you can get. And I forgot the name of it or whatever, but I've had my CPRS for like, 4 years? almost 5 years? But yeah, man. Yeah, man, recovery work is dope, man. And you meet a lot of wrestling fans in recovery, believe it or not. There's a lot of wrestling fans that are in recovery, and there's a lot of wrestlers that are in recovery too.
Oh
You
yeah.
know what? But you know what? I'm gonna keep it a buck. I honestly thought when I first saw your face on him, I honestly thought like, oh, he must be a therapist.
Really?
I am working towards getting my CRSS and working on getting my bachelor's in psychology.
Oh, who? Oh,
I'm trying to get my bachelor's in criminal. I'm
that's
trying to
what's
get my
up,
bachelor's in
Smiley.
criminal.
That's what's
Working
up.
on it.
Hey, do
Yeah.
your shit, girl. No, but I honestly thought that you were a therapist. I'm not gonna hold you.
Yeah, what's going on, Slim Jones?
Too Cool and Alive.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
cool. You
yeah,
met
yeah.
Too Cool and Alive. Yeah, that's all.
Yeah. I remember, man. All right, that was a little while ago. Yep. Yeah,
But
man.
it's
But
the fact that he said boo to me because I'm doing this. Sir?
It sucks.
yeah, man. I enjoy recovery work, man. Recovery work is the best. You know what I'm saying? You meet a lot of cool people in recovery work. You know, especially when you go to the conventions. When you go to the conventions, like went to the convention a year or two ago in AC, met a lot of cool people. A lot of cool people. So
I think the biggest one for me, like I met, like it's not even in wrestling. I met like, well, it's on live, but I still met her. It's one of my favorite comedians, Nikki Glazer. I met her, and I was like, I don't fanboy out of stuff, but I ain't gonna lie, I was fanboying a little bit because but
Shayla.
Today sucks.
My girl.
this is a little bit of a fan of. But yeah, shout out to Nikki Glazer and shit. But yeah.
all right, so we winding down. So if anybody got anything that they want to promote, like
Barz
events
is
or
old.
anything
He
right
gotta get ready
now.
for bed. Barz is old. He gotta get ready for bed.
Oh man, here he go. Here he go.
Oh yeah, we in here, cuz. We in here.
I just want to promote one thing.
Go ahead.
Real quick.
Go ahead.
Smiley, you got some.
No, it's
You got some
more
bochicha.
like
You
a-
got some tea you want to spill, girl. I'm here for it.
more like a PSA. PSA. Fuck Ruthless Pro Wrestling. Fuck them. Fuck y'all.
Whoa.
Oh.
What happened, girl?
Whoa. Okay.
Ruthless Pro Wrestling lied and said that one of their wrestlers got poked by a goddamn fan, and because of it, our fucking venue now lost its fucking license because of their stupid assness.
Oh.
Wait, what?
Yeah,
there
I
was
heard
a fight at this show.
This
And-
wouldn't have anything to do with Cruel now, would it?
Yep. Watch my mouth. I ain't gotta watch shit.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
That's so weird.
Oh, wasn't there video on this? Oh, so you was there? You was there?
No, I know people who was there.
Okay.
I know people who was there. I did not go because my ex was booked. I didn't want to go because my ex was booked and I hate him. So I didn't want to see him.
Oh.
But because of this fight that happened, our very historic Berwood Eagles Club now lost their license because of the shenanigans that happened at Ruthless Pro Wrestling. And come to find out, they lied and said that Cruel got poked when he really didn't. Because there's videotape of there's videotape that just came out about 2 hours ago of what happened on the other side, and Cruel threw the fucking first punch. There was no knife.
Damn.
Wow.
And they lost their license because they can't show proof or anything like that.
Nope, the city of Berwyn and their lawyers got involved. Once the
God
lawyers
damn.
are involved, it's game
I was
over.
gonna wrestle for that. In that place.
Wow, that's crazy.
And now we're kind of SOL when it comes to venues. We only have like 2 or 3 in the city of Chicago, and now we just lost a big one, so now we're stuck at Logan Square Auditorium, which is far as fuck.
It's shitty parking, right?
Wow.
Yes.
Okay.
Shitty fucking parking, knowing there's about a 50-50 chance your car gonna get broken into because the YNs over there don't play.
Wow.
They like to break into cars.
Okay.
Wow, that's crazy.
Not what I was expecting to hear from Smiley, but geez, okay. All right.
Fuck
I
all of them. Fuck all of them. And Ricky Shane Page, fuck you too, you bastard. Fuck you, Ricky Shane Page. Ricky Shane Page, he is now the new owner of Ruthless Pro Wrestling. Fuck you. Fuck your friend Schleich, who's a whole entire Yahtzee, by the way. There's pictures of him doing the High Hitler sign. Yeah, fuck him too.
I've been saying him. I've been saying he's a bastard, but you know.
Slack is a fucking Nazi. Don't believe me? There's pictures.
Wow.
Damn.
Okay.
I did not know that.
Yeah, I didn't know that either. Okay. All right. Anybody else? Anybody else got something to promote?
I think Gaijin got one. All right, and after he goes, I'll go.
Okay, go ahead.
So I'm working on the next episode of the Gaijin Temple, which is going to be on my YouTube channel, Light Skin Gaijin, and I'm working on a special list episode to add to because I haven't been doing lists in a while. I think the last list that I came up with was probably about a year ago. But since it's Mania season, I'm going to be doing a best and worst WrestleMania events. Top 10 edition. So there'll be 10 best, 10 worst. Again, it's my opinion. So if some of yours didn't make it up on here, or you think one was better than the other, you thought one was worse than the other, feel free to tell me in the comments.
You got 10. I just got 3.
As long as WrestleMania in New
10.
Orleans is in there, that's all I care about.
All I know is just please don't piss me off. That's all I gotta say.
I probably will. And you know what?
You'll probably piss me off. Does that
You
mean
know
that's
what?
cool?
I can handle the Puerto Rican fire any way you dish it out.
What? That's crazy.
Until my Boston accent took out, then we're gonna have a problem.
No, when the Boston accent comes out, I'm just going to be like, wow, I really want a spicy quesadilla now. that and I want me a Samuel Adams Boston Lager.
Listen, I'm not from Boston. I'm from Springfield.
I know, but still, I'd be like, oh, Massachusetts, Boston Lager. Let me get some of that right there.
Listen, we're not all mass holes. I'm one of the good ones. You know. I'm letting you know right now. I'm one of the good ones.
I already knew you were one of the good ones.
All right, so me, I got you. So I got the school. I'm gonna send it to you though.
Yes.
You to school and shit.
Please send it to me. I'll do my research on it. In case Plan B don't work out, I got Plan C.
Anybody
Plan
else?
C, but hey, do what you want. I'm gonna plug this. Can I plug this right quick?
Go ahead.
Barz?
Go ahead.
So, so I'm gonna just plug this. It's a month away, but I'm gonna plug it anyway. So July the 17th, Friday, we're gonna be in a big arena, the same arena that the American Dream baby was in, WCW and all that. Great venue, which is the center stage venue, which would be the summer stage venue 2, July the 12th.
That's in Atlanta, right?
In Atlanta, in the heart of Atlanta. I think it's the 12th. Maybe it's the 15th, the 13th. I gotta be for sure. I think it's the 13th. But anyway, if I don't know, one of W's Instagram, follow them on Instagram and Twitter. We're gonna have a big show. I'm gonna be on there for sure. I won the Battle Royal last time. I still have a shot hard on the back of my pocket for the number one contendership for the 1FW Heavyweight Championship. So whenever I want to cash it in, I'll cash in that thing. I got my show. I was on a little bit of hiatus, but I'm coming back. The Nasty Rally Talk Show, where we just we conversate about. It's an open forum about professional wrestling and other stuff. we tend to go to all different things, but mostly we stick on pro wrestling. But we talk about all kinds of stuff. And follow me on Twitter at @NatSleroy. And if you want to follow my villain account, Big League Leader, got to. But no, like check out One Up W if you anywhere in the Georgia area, check out One Up W. Literally the premier wrestling promotion. We got Billy Gunn, we got the Infantry, and bitch be a hot topic. I mean a hot thing.
I got you,
They're one of
Slim.
the best tag teams in the world today.
No, add Raw. Please add Raw into this. Oh my god. Add him before you leave.
So yeah. So one of the best tag teams in the world today, the Infantry, with Shane Taylor Promotions. What I said, we got QT Marshall. We got a lot of, like I said before, Angelica Riss. She's like our version of Selena Vega, but more spicy. I'm not gonna lie. She be talking a lot of shit, a lot of chat. Yeah. It's a lot of spicy. She's the same height as me. She's 4'8", 4'8" of Fury, and she be whooping everybody's ass. We got the best prodigy in the game. Remy Reed was the 1FW. She was the 1FW champion. We got a hyena hair. We got lots of people that you're gonna see on AEW TV. The biggest baby face in our company is other than me is his name is Brady Booker, and we got I can't forget Rosario Grillo. He has a modern day Little Guido kind of gimmick. So if you want characters and stuff and independent wrestling in a TV shot way, check out 1FW on Trailer TV. It comes on every Wednesday 6:30, and so just check me out and check out Ref Stop Eat with Eric. So
all right, yeah, that's what's up. Mr. Allen, you got anything going on?
Yeah, I got our next show is May 9th, Pedals and Pile Drivers. We're still working on the card, and like I said, because we originally were having to have Moose come on, but with this whole TNA WWE thing, we're not 100% sure. I do know we have Gangrel coming in to work for us, and being that our last show got shut down because of another promoter doing a false call. We're looking for a new home, so we're kind of just doing place to place until we do actually do our find the new home, and we're going to start back up trying to do the TV taping thing again. And then January 27th, I'm refereeing for Nubian Nation Pro Wrestling, which is an all girls card. I still haven't gotten full details on that. I'm waiting to hear from Greg, but once I do, Barz, I'll need your help, kind of help him promote it.
Okay, no problem. Yeah, I got you. Dub, what you got?
Nothing.
What you mean nothing? We got an interview tomorrow, man. I still got to do the flyer and post everything, man. What you talking about?
Oh, you talking about that? My bad.
And what about your show? What you got coming up on your show? He talking about me being old. You know what I'm saying? You got Alzheimer's kicking in,
bro. You forget? I've been on call, bro. I've been on call.
Man, the fact you've been on call like that, man, I don't appreciate that. The fact you've been on call,
I've been on call, bro. My black ass is tired, cuz.
Bendito.
Hey yo, Chris said, "Wake up, Ducky."
I saw that. I ain't paying attention to Chris. Chris being funny.
I'm gonna have to get.
He said, "Waggle, waggle."
Waggle. All about that. I forgot all about that waggle stuff, bro. Hey, I I remember when Chris first said "waggle waggle," light skin about lost his mind.
Yes, I did. It just came out of left field, and usually I'm the one with the one-liners.
God.
If we're gonna if we're gonna go to me, well, all I gotta say is just watch my page. I just do reactions on Raw and SmackDown. That's all I do. That's all I can promote, really. Honestly.
Yeah. Keep doing what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? Don't stop there. You know what I mean? If you have wrestling aspirations,
I'm in
go
your
for
corner.
it. Go for it. We
I'm in your
support you.
corner, yes.
We
If you need
support
any
you over
advice, I
here.
got you, so
Yeah, we support you over here.
Yeah.
You know. Hey, I want Chad, what you got going on, Chad? And then we're gonna go down to Smooth and Ransom. Go ahead, Chad.
He's going to find me. He's funny.
You there, Chad? Is he there?
Well, Jesus Christ, he's taking so bloody long. I've been waiting for 30 freaking minutes, like. I've been waiting for 30 minutes to get on the podium. You blocked my other account. You blocked my other account.
Hey,
You
yo, I
screwed
didn't know
me
who you
over.
was. I
You
didn't even
screwed
know.
me over.
I didn't even know who you was, bro. I'm like, yo,
I get him a beer.
Yeah.
You have a problem.
Time out. I'm gonna tell you who he is. He does the most amazing Drew McIntyre, Teddy Long impressions, and Stone Cold Steve Austin if you.
You want a Teddy Long impression?
Yes.
See, now, Barz, me and you have a problem. I constantly asked you in the comments. I asked Gay June, does he have a problem with me? I asked Chad, does he have a problem with me? I asked Leroy, does he have a problem with me? I asked everyone on the podium, do they have a problem with me? And what do I get in return? I'll get kicked from the bloody life.
We only have a problem if you can't bank head bounce.
Said what, lad?
Not the big head bounce.
There we go. I'm still on point.
What if I just jump to this screen and Claymore'd your head off your shoulders?
I heard that
First
shit in
off, I
years.
mean, you wouldn't have a problem missing. I mean, it's pretty much there on this whole big body. Pretty big head. You gotta leave that sticky alone when you do that impression.
Yo, hey, yo, I didn't even know. I didn't know who he was. I thought.
He got
I thought it was somebody trying to stir the pot. So I was like, before I was like,
Nah.
before, yeah, I was like, before anybody noticed anything, I said, let me just like block. But I'm gonna unblock it now that I know that was you. I'm gonna just unblock
Oh,
it.
nah. I don't be on that account like that. I was just fucking with you.
Yeah.
He does these impressions and they're funny as hell. I'm telling you right now, if y'all have not gone to Willie Finesse's live, y'all missing out.
Nah, Willie Finesse,
They talk about wrestling
that's my guy, man. We know Finesse, man. He was on the show a few weeks ago.
That's my
Yeah, we know Finesse. That's our
Go to
dude.
Willie Finesse's live.
I'll be in there all the time.
You know, he's the WWE champion. He's been champion for like, 100 days? Probably past that now. You know? So, hey.
Yeah, Finesse, that's our dude.
Whenever y'all can, go to his live as well.
Now, I've been on Finesse's live before.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been on Finesse's live before. Yeah, y'all got jump on Two Cold Scorpios live too. His lives be lit. Yeah, his Two Cold
Scorpio.
Yeah, his lives be lit. Two Cold Scorpio, former ECW champ, the ECW television champion. He was a television champion and a tag champion.
He's a legend in the business.
Yeah. Yup.
I was wondering why that name sounded so familiar.
Better send me that so I can join that show.
He had a classic with Chris Benoit. He used to team with the Sandman. He teamed with Marcus Bagwell in WCW. He was Flash Funk in WWE. You know what I mean? So yeah, you gotta check out his lives. His lives be dope.
Definitely. The innovator of the 450 splash, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I gotta
He's the
do I'll do my nightly.
first person to do
Ah,
the
for
450 splash.
sure.
Yeah, for sure.
I
Yeah,
have to do it.
for sure, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, Slim innovated a lot of moves.
Yeah.
The Godfather of high
Hey, bro,
flying,
I'ma
bro.
holler at y'all. Hey, Bars, I dropped the follow game.
Yeah. I got you, bro. I know who you was, so I'm blocking. I thought it was
Oh nah,
somebody trying to.
you good. You can leave that account.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can leave that account, bro. I don't be on that account like that.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm gonna drop a follow though, y'all.
All right, man. Take care,
All right,
bro.
I'm gonna drop trap your follow too, bro.
Yeah.
All right, y'all be safe.
You too, man.
Take care.
Yeah, I know, but he a funny dude. He's a funny dude, especially with the Drew McIntyre. Holy crap!
I gotta hear his Teddy. I gotta hear his Teddy Long impression.
Mm. Yeah, I'm gonna check out.
I'm not that funny.
Yeah, I'm gonna check it. I'm gonna check
just
out
here
his.
to be
I'm gonna check out some of his stuff. All right, so if that's it, you
Teddy
know,
Long's hilarious.
if that's it,
I gotta say one thing.
Okay.
I gotta say one thing.
Go ahead.
I gotta share one. It's not even a story. Interaction. So being that Atlanta has a lot of training facilities with a lot of legends and shit. There was a point where I trained at what was called the Face to Face Wrestling Academy, right?
Mm-hmm.
And Teddy Long was one of the trainers, and he was talking about how he does impressions, bro. Let me just say this: like training with different people, like different legends and great wrestlers, you only see how they are on TV and like everything. Teddy's probably like the coolest trainer. I have never seen him like yell at nobody or whatever. Because normally you see people like in the training facility, you like, oh, you ain't get this right. He'll be like, come on, player, you ain't got that right. Or come on, man, you ain't got that right. That's the only thing, and they only even say it long. I remember one time I messed up like not even a spot of drill, and like I didn't do it correctly. He was like, come on, Leroy, you got this. You've been doing this before, man. And he was just like, you gotta get it right, because the other people would just yell at me and whatever. And it was like it was kind of like a British spot, kind of luchador kind of thing going on.
Mm-hmm.
And he was like, you got this. I said, because one of the other coaches was about to yell at me and shit. And he was like, but he was so cool with it and whatever. He's I think he was like, that's right. He was like, when I did it good, he was like, all right, that's right, player. Like, I thought that was his whole gimmick, right? Nah, he be saying that shit all the time. That, and I would say the most shocking thing for me is hearing Jonathan Gresham cussing a lot. I was like, oh, you're a real Atlanta dude. You're a real Atlanta dude out here. So, seeing Jonathan Gresham in a training facility is hilarious because he is the most Atlanta person I've ever seen in my life. Because that's just one of those rare occasions. Because you see him on TV or Impact, and you be like, nah, he don't really be cussing like that. Whatever. This motherfucker's like metal. He likes what else? Other shit that just surprised the shit out of me. Like I was like, what? Yeah, that was just wild. I just had to tell that story. Like authentically, one of the people, like, yeah, he's. I see why him and Jordan Grace are together. Like they're yin and yang, but they compliment each other.
Mm-hmm.
Like, yeah.
Yeah, that's what's up, man. That's what's up. Yeah. So if that's all, I definitely will be seeing you guys next week. You know what I mean? We can have some more discussions. What I'm gonna be doing next week is that before I get on the panel discussions, I'm gonna start the lives at 8:30, but the panel discussions will start at 9. That's what I'm gonna try to do next week. So then that way I can get out all the topics from a personal point of view, and then that way we can have a longer discussion and we don't have to worry about cutting in and out. We can just focus on what we want to talk about. So that's how I'm going to do next week. I'm going to separate it, and I'm going to have 30 minutes where I'm basically talking about what I want to discuss real quick on a personal level, and then I'm going to join you guys at 9 o'clock on a TikTok live. And we'll just go from there. I think that'll be better to just split it up and stuff like that. But I'll see you guys next week, and then I'm also gonna drop that anime cartoon or wrestling video that I got. I haven't dropped it yet, but I'm gonna drop it. It looks pretty dope. I was surprised what AI did. Like, I was shocked. I was like, yo, that joint's fire. So I'm gonna be doing that from time to time, dropping them little vids with that. So I'll see you guys next week. Barz Wrestling Media Live. Hey, like I said, Milagros, keep doing your thing. Don't even worry about nobody said. Keep doing your thing.
You know what? You pronounce my name right. A lot of people can't do that.
Oh no, I got very good pronunciation. I told you what field I'm in, so I gotta know how to talk. So you know what I mean. So yeah, I got pretty good pronunciation. Yeah, but
In case y'all don't know what milagros means, it means miracle in Spanish. Just to let y'all know.
yeah.
See,
yeah. Anyway, I'll see you guys next week. You guys take care. Have a good night.
Good night, everyone.
take it easy, man.
You too, bro.
I'll be less camera shy. I'll try.
Yes, do that. Do that.
I'll try.
With that being said, that was our live for today. Next week, we'll be back. Same Barz time, same Barz channel with more Barz Wrestling Media. Bow!
Champions, strategists, unstoppable. This is Barz Wrestling Media.
Where wrestling meets greatness.
Tune in, same Barz time, same Barz channel for more.
Barz Wrestling Media Live! Barz Wrestling Media.
Please like, share, and subscribe to the channel.